Good evening, folks, and welcome to Lord Winklebottom Investigates, as we investigate murder as a Dapper Giraffe detective. Let's dive in.
God, he's dead! The master's dead!
It was them. Always accuse the first person that finds the murder victim. Got a fun little art style to it as well. Besides, I haven't played a giraffe detective before, so this should be interesting.
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter caught me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend, and just in time too, as you have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Oh, Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
He managed to keep that pipe in his mouth pretty well.
It's sorted my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it into the newspaper for safekeeping.
Oh, this is also fun.
Ah, do you remember this case?
Hawks and Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries.
Blimey, indeed.
Until you stepped
They are
in.
very
That's
British.
Right. Kept this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the.
He's even got a lovely monocle.
You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're peckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yeah, it's a nice new straw basket, I think.
He's got habits.
I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's been on the short side, though.
But what about the umbrella? Oh, we can't even... Ah! Oh, tea! I use tea.
Any ideas, old thing?
I put the ticket in the newspaper for safekeeping.
Let's have
A
tea.
pot of tea. It's still brewing. A jug of milk, delivered fresh this morning, I believe.
Indeed, yes. Miss Daisy brought it over personally.
Let's look at the
The
window.
streets of London. Fair to say we've seen this
Very
street
much north side.
worst over the years, eh, Frumple?
Nanny used to tell me the streets of London were paved with gold. Daft old bird. It's just stone and dirt, same as everywhere else.
Ever the optimist, my friend.
Dr. Frumple has seen things. Seen things you wouldn't believe.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What do they say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now.
I feel like that he's just gonna keep a cup of tea in his hand all the time.
Now to pour some out for the good doctor.
At last. Use the tea.
A pot of tea waiting to be poured.
Into the
And
teacup.
in with the tea. I'll take this. Good for the old bones, you know.
Exactly. I'm learning how to use my inventory.
Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
I feel like that Mr. Frumple needs a nice monocle as well.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. I tried to go for a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilfrey's Island.
Ah, jeez. Oh, the cup of tea gives you hints.
My steadfast companion and colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple.
The optimist.
One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I
I
remember
know.
my history.
It's kind of like half done. Hey, welcome, Lift here. Scoodle and me. You gotta always have your sip of tea,
A
your
number
cup of
wooden
tea
barrels.
to take
They
a
all
sip
seem to be
of.
sealed up and in use.
I take like the life preserver.
A number of wooden barrels.
Oh, those are the same ones. I will take these.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
I
I'm
don't
not
give a
quite sure
hoot.
what I want this for.
I
What did
pollute.
I do?
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, in a bit of a jam here.
I can break a window.
Good day to you, sir.
Bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub.
Oh, how rude.
Apologise, sir. Shouldn't take it out on you like, but he's going to drink me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament. Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I
pick the
have business
lock.
with this Walters fella.
He's bleeding
Oh, hey,
well
welcome,
locked
puppy.
the door from the inside, and my spare key's in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there?
Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's the window on the right up there. Not the left one. That leads to the hallway, and we had it sealed up.
We catch your
It's
death
a
if
proper terrible draft
you open
right
that
through the
one.
pub. We catch our death if you open that one.
Aw. Ooh, jewelry.
Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not.
It's not the British thing to do.
Oh. Well, I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach.
You just use your pipe. Here.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
It totally will be. Just fashion like a little thing out of that. Okay, well, you have a great night, Scoodle. I mean, my hands are much better now, me. I think I'm barely gonna need one of these objects to grab it. Box of tools.
You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
I will use this.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
Hey, Seagull. Give me your
Excuse
tools.
me, sir, would you mind? I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter, I'm giving well away.
We're gonna have to rough him up. Do some fisticuffs and all that.
Ah, smell that, my friend.
Ah, disgusting smell. Gone to bide seawater. Tried to swim in the sea on my holiday to Blackpool and got a mouth of the filthy stuff. Disgusting.
Well, you should really keep your head above the water, you know.
Easy for you to say, my head is rather closer to my body than yours. No, I'll stick to good old-fashioned wallowing, thank you very much.
He is ever such a delightful chap.
Let's take this with us, just in case.
Ah, larceny.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good man.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him until he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
Oh, I'm gonna have to steal the jewelry.
Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
The fellow over there is proving a bit troublesome.
Oh, him? He's harmless, really. At least as long as you don't greatly value your eyeballs.
I have a monocle.
You'll not be getting anything out of him till he's got his morning drink inside of him. And I'm not talking about coffee, if you take my meaning.
I see.
Oh, so he wants tea as well.
Well then.
The
thank you
good
for
kind
your
of tea. There it is.
time. A boat hook. This should come in handy.
Yes, to get keys.
Ah, perhaps this is the vessel Mr. Walters will be using to convey us to Gilfrey's Island.
You know, that big hole in it.
What with that
Kind of.
blasted great hole in the side of it.
Dang it, I'm gonna have to fix that. I gotta fix the boat. I gotta get the permit. I'm doing everyone's job today.
Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves.
Sounds delightful. Here you go. Here's your
Right
keys.
then, this should do the trick.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub.
Don't worry, I can kill him with the boat hook.
Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh?
You're
It's too
bleeding
British.
Well paid for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is.
I feel like
bleeding
everyone
well
needs
empty now.
monocles.
Get out, you hear?
Keep your snout out me business. I be leaving in my own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
Deploy the
I say,
boat hook.
Grumble, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship.
I mean, Pam was able to drive perfectly fine.
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean,
Hey,
would
you
mind
owe me.
leaving that where it is, please, sir. I lose a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
You very much owe me.
Shifty looking sort, if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them is almost not animal.
That's true. Pam is built differently.
I say, Winklebottom, this fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh, what?
Really, Frumple? A pun?
Yes, very good, Frumple.
Is this how you pass your time?
I presume this is the landlord's wife.
Ah, yes. Handsome looking sow, isn't she?
I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical.
And that's why I should take them.
These are made by the finest craft sources. This fireplace is as cool as the atmosphere in here.
I wonder if we need, like, the draft to open that other
Painted
window.
ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Probably for the best. I wouldn't have anything valuable in this place, not with their clientele.
I will take this
A
barrel.
cumbersome item to carry around for no reason, I fear.
It's okay, Frumple can do it.
How can I help you, sir?
Give me your rum.
I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way. Cost me money, that does. And with that waste of space drinking me out of house and home, I need to save every last shilling. I'd have
That's
to
a lot of
coffee
bleeding.
before I start a fire.
Oh, then we're gonna need to open the window.
I wonder what you can tell us about the sailor who's been slumped over that table over there.
You could
Main
totally
of
store a
bleeding
barrel in your
existence,
pocket.
That's what he is. He's cleared me out. Can you believe it? Drunk all me bleeding beer he has.
Very bothersome, I'm sure.
She still has this fine rum
I say,
jug.
old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, I suppose you did help me get back into my pub. Fine. You can have the bleeding thing. On the
Ah,
outside.
gratitude. He sounds very
Well,
grateful.
thanks for your time.
Very good, sir.
We should take our reward with us.
This barrel comes with it. It's a 2-for-1 special.
Rather cumbersome item to carry.
Ah, I guess not. Alright. Use rum jug on Seagull.
Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst.
I say, you nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
Take it. Alright, we're getting Seagull's drunk.
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably. But I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here.
Well, I mean, we can use the boat hook to take him out. Don't mind
Now
if I
this fellow
do.
has calmed down. I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see? Doesn't mind a bit.
Use saw on Seagull.
No. Sorry.
Oh, come on. I'm telling you, that would have been perfectly valid.
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in this thing, eh?
Quite so, old man.
I'm telling you, use the saw and the Seagull. We can then use the Seagull to do stuff.
Now let's see if we can't get this window open. No, it's no good. Stuck fast.
Give another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more... Oh. Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully
Alright,
embarrassing.
vandalism.
Still got the job done, what?
Now we can start a fire.
I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
Now, we just need to pour some alcohol on the fire and cause it to burn this entire place down. All part of the plan. Wait, I can take the
Since
poker?
The landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it, naturally.
I feel like a klepto.
Walk about in this place anyway.
I feel like a klepto taking all these things.
A roaring hot fire.
Gives the place a rather cozy feel, eh, what?
Goodness. Hey. Aw. Now if I can go back and now I can get those... Ooh, give me these glasses.
Get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
I think they belong to the landlord, good sir. Alright. Use poker.
I'd really rather not.
Come on, kill him. Then we can take his boat.
Yar! What terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already.
Haha.
Quake, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer. Just 1 minute. Don't think you can pinch me, boy, just because I be looking the other way.
You see
That be
through.
mine, you great thieving scallywag. Who's off it?
I attempted.
Ah, 'twas but a false alarm.
I
What's that noise? Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you
wonder
hear?
if I have to steal the empty glasses. He's too drunk.
Yar! What terrible...
He's too drunk to notice.
Quake, you rapacious... What's that noise? Hey, get your pilfering
Aw, crap. Okay, let's see.
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
No, I wanted to use a saw on him. Use saw on barrel.
It would be easier to pick it up first.
Okay, well, I guess we can do that.
Rather cumbersome item to carry.
Yeah, we just need more tea for all this.
A number of wooden barrels.
Okay, so we've broken the window.
Ah, pearls for a swine.
Hope they weren't cast before them.
You know what, Frumple? I'm rather inclined to leave this fella alone now.
But he's super drunk. What's the worst that could go wrong?
I say, old chap, a moment of your time.
Kitty.
Well, can we discuss this permit?
Goodness.
How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Don't much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hooves, don't you know?
Hey, we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And there happens to be
What
2
will you
birds
do?
nearby.
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here is solidified. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit.
Yeah. And we just need a stone so we can kill both of them.
A roaring hot fire.
Gives the place a rather cozy feel.
Alright. We need something to set on fire.
I say, Barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it
Ah,
anyway.
now I can get the
Damn it, I
barrel.
can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
My pockets, Frumple! Dear Frumple.
Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel, and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. Know what the doctor's around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Haha, I get Frumple's hands! Okay, so I've got a pile of wood.
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
I think my idea was to get a thing of fire.
Now to heat this poker up somewhat. Yes, this has done the trick splendidly.
Okay, so
Careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your britches.
They're immune to fire. Hey, welcome, Cameron. Hopefully you're doing well today.
Right then, Frumble, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a noxious niff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
Haha. Stab him with
That's
it.
what I need. I could use this to waterproof the repair.
Will this do the job?
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat.
Wonderful. Now give me my permit.
First class job. Even if I don't say so myself.
Oh, that sounds very that looks very legit.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
This time. This is like a daily thing for him.
I might be able to get some seawater in this if only I could get it low enough.
Oh, put it on the rope.
I've tied the rope through the handle of this jug.
So I wonder if we need to like use like water in the
Now, lower the jug down on this rope and yes, we now have a jug full to the brim with salty seawater.
put that in his drink and make him suffer. It's called Lord Winklebottom Investigates. It is a really fun little game. Alright, I got the permit. Let's ring the bell and we'll put the salt water.
What terrible... Quick, you're rapacious.
Quickly, while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Enjoy your spiked drink.
Yar, what be this foul flavour? Oh, me last beer is ruined, and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
How
Don't you think you might now be
unfortunate.
willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Shall we meet at the docks then?
I'd be waiting at me vessel. Make it quick, mind you.
Good times. Let's take these empty glasses.
We should leave these. We've already taken enough from this establishment.
Aw, come on. I can do much
And
more
word,
stealing.
There is a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits.
Yes, we are poisoning that dog. Oh, kitty. Here, you want some more seawater?
Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Oi?
Oh no, he has the
I
simple
just don't
rowboat.
think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor for hire in the dock right now, so you don't have a choice.
That's not terribly reassuring.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All me permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Barguest.
I know, as if there's a limit to theft. We're a detective, don't you know? Ooh, dramatic. We need some lightning arcing across the sky. Any moment now. Any second. I'm a little disappointed by the lack of lightning. Okay, well, there's some lightning. But it had to be while we were rowing there. Oh, welcome, Nancy. It's quite delightful so far.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Made it at last. Madam, would you be so kind as to let your master know?
Oh, sir, it's terrible. A tragedy. The master, he's dead.
I say what?
It's true, sir. Oh, the poor master. I found him, sir, just floating there in his tube. Stiff as a board he was. Oh, it was horrible.
Gilfrey, dead? But this doesn't make any sense. He was in the prime of his life. The fellow was as strong as an ox.
A very tiny ox, anyway. I say, old chap, I am sorry.
We should take
Frumple
a
is
look.
great
We
at
should
consoling
search-
people.
Madam, Dr. Frumple here will want to examine the poor fellow.
And if there's even a hint of foul play, you can be certain that Lord Winklebottom will get to the bottom of it.
Oh, my lord. Thank God glad you're here. The master spoke of you often.
Tell me, who else is in the house?
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind, we gotta
Here's
get
the
to our
start.
stealing
That's
limit.
Myself and Ambrose, the butler. The gong over there should summon him. Also Pumphrey, the gardener. Though he's been moping around outside of late. Miserable old sod he is. Oh, sorry, my lord.
Anybody else?
Oh, yes, my lord. There are a great many guests here today. The master had a big announcement to make, he said.
Right, Frumple, we should have a look at poor Gilfrey, then introduce ourselves to the other guests. Thank you, madam, you've been most helpful.
We should accuse the butler.
Have you any luggage with you? I can have Ambrose take it upstairs for you.
I have got my tea.
Alas, no, we lost most of our possessions on the journey over here. Our means of conveyance turned out to be a touch unstable.
It was all I could do to keep hold of me tea.
It's the same cup from the introduction.
It would be prudent to alert someone on the mainland to the death.
Uh-oh, the phone lines have been cut.
Ah yes, hello. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to connect me to Scotland Yard. Inspector Culver's office, if you please. Yes, thank you.
Of course.
What the devil, the lights have gone out.
Really? And the phone lines are
What's all that
cut.
about?
I'm not sure. I say, the telephone line has gone dead. And look at this.
Crikey, that's a bit of a mess. What could have done this?
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not going to be able to contact the mainland until we can get this repaired.
Yeah, we'll just get some tape. Duct tape.
I say, Winklebottom, that fella must have been going like a bomb when you ran into that wall, what?
He's got a cool necktie, though. We could take that.
I think I've heard that one before, and it's not in very good taste.
I suppose when you think about it, it is quite an odd tradition. A little morbid, in fact. Look, the poor fellow even has some of his clothing still on him.
This chap is beyond even your skills, I fear. Let's leave him be.
Except his necktie. Let's take that.
Can't get this off by hoof. I think it's been glued on by the taxidermist.
Aw. No, I want that tie. That was
Another
delightful.
fine piece of artwork from Gilfrey's collection.
Because you have to keep the detective alive as a match of wits and all that.
Another fine piece of artwork from Gilfrey's collection.
You know, it is a bit ominous that he has all these things like a boat capsizing, a volcano erupting.
This is a portrait of Gilfrey's late wife, Ethelberta. She died tragically young a few years ago.
How did she die, anyway?
It was a terrible incident involving an airship.
I say, crashed with her on board?
No, she flew too close to the propellers and, well, you can imagine the rest.
Goodness.
Oh, grisly way to go.
That is a pretty bad way.
A painting of Gilfrey's only daughter, Constance.
Just don't let her go flying.
Ah, a portrait of the great fellow himself.
Distinguished looking chap, eh, Winklebottom?
Okay, 1 second. I think Artemis might want some extra food, so give me just a second. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that.
A bust of the great Caesar. Gilfrey was most interested in ancient history.
Good grief, look at his eyes. They look even more soulless than the real thing.
What is it with you and primates, Frumple?
Just don't get along.
A bust of the great composer, Beethoven.
Not just a great composer, but an excellent at tricks too, you know. I hear he was an expert at rolling over.
Let's just explore. Ooh, a crystal ball.
I believe these are used to see into the future. Rather a pity they can't see into the past, so we could find out what happened to Gilfrey. I say, Frumple, I can see a mist starting to form in this.
No, old boy, that's just your monocle steaming up because of the heat from the fire.
Oh, then we probably shan't get any answers this way.
Let's eat these flowers.
I suppose a tiny nibble wouldn't hurt.
Careful, old thing, you'll get your head stuck in that vase.
I say, you're right. Yes, my head goes all the way in. I can eat the stalks, too.
Dang it. Well, now I can
There's
take
nothing
the...
left to eat in this vase.
You're addicted, man.
We've gotta have it. We gotta feed the habit. Oh, no worries, puppy. If a bot comes in, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Take the
If I
clock.
turn the hands, I can make the clock chime.
Tell my future. What do the cards
You are
hold?
Lord Winklebottom, are you not?
I say, that's amazing. Did you see all that in your crystal ball? Or a message from the spirits?
No, I
perhaps?
read the
No, I
papers.
saw an article about you in the newspaper earlier today.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose that would also work.
Anyway, I am very pleased to meet you. I am Madame Lavinia, and I am a spirit medium.
Well, quite.
She needs like some more
Can you
smoke
tell me about
bombs.
Gilfrey?
Oh, that poor soul. Such tragedy in this household. First my dear Ethelberta, and now Aristotle. Their daughter must be devastated.
Unless the daughter planned it.
Very sad business all round. Very sad.
What's your connection to Gilfrey?
I've known Ethelberta since she was a duckling. I've no idea why darling Aristotle invited me today, though. None at all.
Thank you for your time.
I accuse the fortune teller. Did she see it coming?
This painting is called Adventure Awaits, apparently.
Personally, I could do with a bit less adventure in my life.
A roaring hot fire, very cozy.
We will undoubtedly need to use this fire. Oh, all our items disappeared. What? No.
This tube is part of the network of pipes Gilfrey used to get around the house. Being amphibious, he preferred to stay in these as much as possible.
Ingenious system, mind you.
I will take your
You
bag.
see his haberdashery bag. Knitting, sewing, wool, threads and such like.
Come on, I can steal it.
Greetings, madam.
What's that, young man? Speak up.
I said greetings, madam.
No, it's no good. No diction. That's the problem with you young people. You need to learn to project, my boy.
Rumble,
Not gonna
deploy
get
the
very
tea.
far here, Winklebottom. My diagnosis is the old bird is deaf as a post.
Quick,
I'm
third-
so glad to have you here, Frumple. I've no idea how I would manage without your expert opinion on such matters.
Oh, thank you, old thing.
Thank you for your time, madam.
What's that? Move your head closer. I can't hear you all the way up there.
I say, Winklebottom, do you know who this is? It's Dame Celia Wellington Boot.
I'm sure I have no idea.
But she's famous. Dame Celia was a star of the stage. I had quite the crush on her as a young calf.
Open the windows. Let the draft
Open
in.
These have led a terrible draft.
It's the plan. Okay, so we've done that. Go to the kitchen. See, that knife is the murder weapon.
It's surprising how often a good sharp knife comes in handy during an investigation.
Alright, I just want Winklebottom to have a knife in his mouth.
A bowl of fruit. You know what they say, Frumple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Well, doesn't seem to have worked, does it?
At least we know we can make more tea if we need to.
Oh, that's a relief. I feel like I've been nursing this cup for hours now. So I'll make it next time and put the milk in first like you meant to.
He's just gonna hold a grudge this entire time. Ooh, I'll take
I
coal.
can't just cause them to spontaneously combust.
When I was in the Calf Scouts, we'd make fires by rubbing twigs together.
I see, and do you have any twigs handy?
Ugh, you don't have to poo-poo all my ideas, you know.
Haha.
Oh my god. Frumple, look at this. This is terrible.
What? What is it?
They're keeping red wine in the refrigerator. This is sacrilege.
Oh, is that all? I thought you found something important.
A block of butter. Might be useful. It's rock solid, however.
I like it when it's solid. Easier to take a bite out of it, you know.
We're just gonna put that in our pockets and carry it around. Ooh, the freezer door. What does that hold? I just like how I'm stealing everything.
Expert, do you think we should take this with us?
As you wish, but don't expect me to know what to do with it. I'm rather more interested in the end result than the process, you know.
See, all these kitchen tools can be useful.
Just open this hatch.
Ugh, blasted thing won't stay open.
Matches!
Oh, there are some matches in this box. I'll take these, or rather this. There only seems to be one match left.
Burn the house down! Burn it all!
Nothing of interest in here.
Just cans.
Just some odds and ends, nothing useful.
His pocket is as big as the plot requires.
Just some crockery. This door appears to be locked, most irritating.
Break it
Yeah,
down,
quite so.
Frumple.
Wonder where it leads to.
I should use Frumple on the door. Into the drawing room. Uh-oh. And then to the South Pole.
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have all the information we need to crack this puzzle.
I wonder what happens if we sequence break
I
it.
say, Winklebottom, I wonder if these chaps know what happened to Gilfrey.
You could ask, but I doubt they'd hear, and I don't suppose they saw anything anyway. And if they did, they wouldn't say. Ah, this chap is Lord Malcolm Schmidt. I've met him in the house a number of times. A great speaker, although I'm not sure all of it makes a good deal of sense.
Looks most distinguished.
Generally, yes, though not so much when food is around. He can get quite raucous at times.
Good times. Oh,
Ah, look at him here, the pride of the Admiralty. They say he had the sea running through his veins.
it's because they are inconsistent.
Ah, look at this, it's Gilfrey and Ethelbert on their wedding day. A splendid time was had by all, I can assure you, Frumple. Such a tragedy Ethelbert had passed away so young.
Yes, terrible business. Just terrible.
Now, let us have a look in here.
Oh, just some papers. How boring.
Not inherently so, but in this case, yes, they don't seem to be of any great interest. Although it does seem odd that they're in such a mess. It's almost as if somebody had been rummaging through them in a hurry.
Best way, in my opinion, gets it out of the way. I much prefer reading things with nice pictures in them. Medical books have some excellent drawings.
One would hope that you at least glance at the words, mind you.
Frumple just... He's only got
Your
medical
water
picture
amphibian of the
books.
year. A finer amphibian you could never hope to meet, eh, Frumple? A sporting trophy won by Gilfrey. He was always such a strong, fit chap.
Won a few sporting trophies myself in my youth, you know. Came second in the all boys egg and spoon race back at the old academy. They let me keep the spoon. Had to give back the egg, mind. Matron only laid it that morning.
A collection of books, nothing of any great interest right now.
Perhaps they opened a secret passageway.
Various works of fiction. These are most likely Ethelberta's. Aristotle preferred his scientific tomes instead.
Ugh, Shakespeare.
Yeah, I had pizza last night.
At school toted old Ross. Don't mind
Oh, Shakespeare.
$2 from rival families of mongooses and capybaras, though.
They're having too much fun with
Have a
this.
look at the Great Frog Wars. Gilfrey was most fond of ancient history.
I say, that axe he's carrying would do you a real mischief if he got on the wrong end of it.
Can I take the axe? Yes! Take it!
A metal axe. This seems very sturdy. Even the handle is metal.
I say, Winklebottom, I bet Gilfrey liked this axe a lot. Or because he's an axolotl.
Yes. I understand.
Poor Frumple. He's just gonna use all the bad puns. Cheers!
Let's take these with us.
Indeed, it would be sheer folly to leave them. I say, sheer folly, because they're...
We get the
Yes,
joke,
I
Frumple.
understood. Actually, I believe they're secateurs.
Ooh, tasty looking plant. Eat it.
My word, this plant really does look frightfully tasty.
Devour it. That's not all of it. Eat it all. Devour all their plants.
Awfully embarrassing. I do hope that wasn't an important clue. I really am awfully embarrassed about this, you know. I don't
Maybe he
think
can't
I'll
read.
An entire hosepipe if I don't have a reason to.
Maybe he doesn't really have a medical license.
I wonder once knew a chap who was killed after getting trapped in one of those. Sir Bumbles the Second. Very nasty way to go.
Oh, hey, welcome, Red.
I have no idea what this app is. I'm certainly not going to touch it if I don't know it's safe. Maybe if we could find out more about it.
Perhaps.
A cactus covered in dozens of needles.
I'm keeping well away. Got a dreadful phobia of needles, don't you know?
Doesn't that rather interfere with your work as a doctor?
Not at all. I just close my eyes when I use them, that's all. It's a very common fear, you know. Most of my patients scream when they see me with one.
I'm getting some very serious doubts of Frumple and his medical license.
Greetings. You must be Miss Gilfrey. Our most sincere condolences on
You had better fun with it, me.
If it isn't Lord Winklebottom. Father talked about you often, and you must be Mr. Frumple?
Doctor, actually. That is, I mean, sorry for your loss, miss.
First mother and now this. I think we must have done something unspeakable in a past life to suffer so much pain in this one. Don't you agree, Lord Winklebottom?
There has been some terrible tragedy here, I agree, but I fear there may be some more earthly causes for the most recent one, at least.
You think
Exactly.
there's villainy at work here?
We don't know yet, however his death was quite a shock, as far as I know, he was fit as a fiddle before he died. In any case, Dr. Frumple will be able to tell
Hey,
you
welcome,
more.
Furrow. This one is called Lord
If you
Winklebottom
don't mind,
Investigates.
I'd just like to be left alone for a while.
Goodbye for now, Miss Gilfrey.
We are playing as a dapper giraffe detective with our hippopotamus doctor. I'd say doctor in quotation marks because the more we learn about Frumple, I have some severe doubts of his skills as a doctor.
Oh, just look at him, Frumple. Died in his house tube network. It simply doesn't make any sense. He was such a hardy fellow.
If we can get him out, I'll determine what killed him. Never you fear.
We'll just do it the easy way.
Nothing to be done for the poor fellow until we can drain the water, I fear.
We shall have to get him out of there if I'm to do an autopsy. Can't very well determine the cause of death just by gulping him through the glass, you know.
Let's just break the glass. Flood the house.
Greetings.
Ah, Winklebottom, isn't it? I've written reports about your exploits for my newspaper.
Oh, really? And which of
Yes.
our adventures have you covered?
Sorry, old thing. Not sure I recognize you.
Frumple? Dr. Frumple? You said you'd covered our cases.
Oh, that's right. You're the gentleman's gentleman, yes?
We're partners. Equal partners. Blasted hack.
All right, Frumple. Pleased to meet you, sir, but I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage.
Winslet's the name of
Yes,
Pleased
he's
to meet
been
you, sir.
totally
it.
murdered.
I'd say it's true what they say, then. About you preferring to walk on all fours. Bit old-fashioned these days, what?
I just happen to think it's rather more refined.
Plus he'd bash his bonds on the ceiling if he tried to walk in the modern style.
And how do you know Gilfrey? Do you know why you're invited here today?
In reverse order, not a blasted clue, and I'm engaged to his daughter Constance.
You're a journalist, you say. Could that be the reason you're here?
Might be, old boy. The old fellow wasn't entirely taken with me, truth be told, but if he wanted somebody to get the word out about something, I'd certainly fit the bill.
You didn't get along with Gilfrey then?
Well,
He's a most unlucky
I've never
cat.
actually met him, you understand. This is the first time Constance
Oh,
has
it's
brought me
killing
to
you,
the
like in a bad way?
But I'm sure.
Well, hopefully not.
Crikey, my own family don't. So why would somebody else's?
So you're engaged to young Constance over there.
Oh, Winklebottom, I'm a changed cat since meeting her. I was quite the party animal, but fair to say, she's tamed me.
You didn't get on with the Admiral, though.
It was nothing he said, you understand, but I don't think he approved. Don't have a lot of luck with family. Even my own disinherited me.
I say, that's rather harsh of them.
Too many parties, I suppose. And being a journalist is not exactly an appropriate job for somebody of my status, you know.
Most unfortunate.
I get
Done
to
his
the time.
tabloid
I'm a
journalism.
baronet, don't you know? But I'm afraid it's left me rather cash poor.
So he murdered Gilfrey for the money.
Time?
Maybe him and Constance both did it together. Like the little watch on his flipper.
Greetings, sir.
Ah, hello, my child. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance at this sad time.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my...
You shouldn't question it too much, Stardust.
Bless you, my children. I am Reverend Archibald Peabody.
Do you know why Gilfrey invited you here today?
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't know. I've not heard from him for a few years until just recently when he wrote to me out of the blue. I know he had something to announce, but I'm afraid I don't know what.
It is most intriguing, to be sure. Do you know any of the other guests?
I believe I may have seen Madame Lavinia at some interfaith conference or other, but not to speak to. Other than that, I'm afraid not.
Well, thank you for your time, Reverend.
Oh, yes, quite so, my boy, quite so.
Ooh, a gramophone.
One of those newfangled gramophone players. The music plays through this trumpet.
Let's find something to play it.
It's wonderful. Just look how tiny it is.
You can basically fit it in your pockets. Okay, servants' quarters. That's the only place we haven't been. Ah, a toy.
This looks like a child's doll. It seems to be a cuddly axolotl.
Bit of an odd thing to keep around.
Keep the doll. Take the doll. Also, why is this all watery?
Ugh, this bed is absolutely filthy. Rumble, what do you make of this?
Looks like some kind of slime or mucus. I'd say this bed is used by a mollusk of some sort. Filthy buggers.
We actually haven't met the butler yet, so I suppose that could be the butler's bed. Look underneath it. Maybe he's hiding stuff.
Oh, I say, a gong. Shall I gong it?
I'm not entirely convinced that gong is a verb, but very well if you...
Gong.
You don't actually need to say gong, you know?
It's for style, Winklebottom.
But where's the fun in that?
Strange, the maid said this would call the butler, but he's nowhere to be seen.
He appears behind us.
Gong.
We gotta do this more.
Gong.
That's already too much fun.
Gong.
That's alright, there's the corridors. We can go those ways.
A painting of one Max the Tux Sheldon.
It's too much fun for him to go gong.
Indeed so. Quite a respectable chap now, but had a bit of a murky past, I recall.
Yes, gave us some information about a particularly loathsome fellow who'd been running a smuggling ring.
Ooh. Ah, there's a good boy.
Rumble, this is a portrait of King Alec, a most popular monarch in his day.
Oh, indeed so. A very good old boy, as I understand it.
Quite so, Rumble. A good boy indeed. A portrait of Vitus Varnus.
Maybe somebody Gilfy knew from his military days. Looks like a pretty tough brave sort to me, at any rate.
Seems like a most agreeable fellow.
Okay, so we can't interact with that. Restroom. So the tube comes out that way. Haha, toilet paper!
Yes, silly beggars have put the toilet roll on the wrong way round.
You know, between this and the tea fiasco, I sometimes feel like I barely know who you are anymore.
Take the towel.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why, if you take that, people won't be able to wash their hooves after their ablutions. Absolutely filthy. No, I won't allow it.
Rumble, go outside and count to 10. I need that towel.
I'll just take this.
You know, I can prescribe medication if you need it. You don't have to go around stealing drugs from dead people.
It's an empty bottle, Rumble.
When Rumble puts it that way, I feel like that's even better. Are you gonna say?
Pull and the water flushes away.
Are you gonna say anything, Rumble?
That's wonderful.
Are you not gonna say something like flush?
Part of Gilfrey's pipe network. This one must have allowed him to easily get into the bath.
Looks like great fun. Would be better with a mud pit at the end of it, though.
Different seats for small, medium and large posteriors. Saves accidents with smaller animals falling in the bowl. Most considerate.
I feel like we need to definitely steal some drugs from dead
The
people.
guest bedrooms are all down here. I suppose we should investigate.
Don't know why we bother. Even the daftest criminal isn't stupid enough to leave incriminating evidence lying around his own bedroom.
Unless they're trying to frame each other.
Well, that was a bally waste of time. What did I tell you?
I know, old friend, but we had to do it.
I guess that's one way to get rid of that part. Okay, main hallway. It's for extra washing.
This is a self-portrait, apparently, of a fellow by the name of Lake Cabilius. A renowned scientist and explorer.
Maybe a colleague.
Exactly.
Perhaps so. I believe I may have met the chap once at a party held by him and his husband. Very good food, as I recall. Ah, I do believe I've met this gentleman, a fellow by the name of Tobin.
Wily looking chap. I dare say he would have a tale or two to tell.
Indeed so, quite the talented wordsmith too. He throws around some most impressive verbiage.
Right, to the attic.
From what I recall, this door leads to the attic. Sadly, it appears to be locked at the moment.
Come on, break down the door.
People insist on locking doors all over the place. Most inconvenient. Nobody ever considers us.
I
rather
know.
imagine Gilfrey wasn't expecting to die, so probably wasn't anticipating our investigation.
Well, yes, I suppose the whole thing is rather more inconvenient for him.
To the study. Oh, that actually might... It's...
Oh, I say, this is a bit risque.
I've never understood why mole rats are so averse to wearing clothing like any normal animal.
Bunch of exhibitionists, if you ask me.
Diving suit.
A photograph from one of Gilfrey's expeditions.
Chap suddenly got around a bit, didn't he?
I think they just have decided to do that as a stylistic thing.
I don't really think this diving suit would fit me.
Cat among the pigeons.
Looks like our dear friend Inspector Culver has solved another case.
Oh, Inspector Waffles.
National case. He was aided by a foreign chap named Inspector Waffles.
I'd rather go for a waffle right now.
Is there any time you couldn't?
Yeah, Inspector Waffles was a fun little point-and-click adventure game.
I think I'll leave these be. Not really cricket to go around stealing from a dead chap.
Come
I mean,
on.
You've done nothing but walk around picking up things that don't belong to you since we left home this morning, but I have to draw the line somewhere, or what?
Take Fingal. Stop calling me out, Frumple.
This must be a baby photograph of Constance.
Hey, welcome, Dina. I wonder if the
We
reference...
could spend days looking through these books. Maybe if we had something specific to search for.
Like that sap. Steal his coat
Might be
hangers.
useful, I suppose.
Steal his other coat hanger.
Greetings, dear lady.
Oh, hello.
I am Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my companion, Dr. Frumple.
I'm Vivian. Dr. Vivian Price.
You're a doctor.
Yes. Well, sort of.
Sort of.
Not medicine. Geology. And physics. Also biology and linguistics. A few things.
Yes, well, medicine is difficult, especially for a, well, you know.
Frumple,
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to that sort of reaction.
were you invited here for this great announcement too?
Me? Oh, no, I live here. Well, not here in the house, but on the island.
I know,
worked-
biology, that could help.
I worked, I suppose, for Admiral Gilfrey.
Strange, the maid didn't mention other stuff.
No, she wouldn't. People tend to forget about me, you see, Mr. Winklebottom. Sometimes I think I might as well just blend into the scenery.
What was the nature of your employment here?
You know of Gilfrey's expeditions. I helped him examine the artifacts he brought back.
Oh, nice.
Catalogue.
Well, hopefully you're having fun with your majors,
Sometimes there's
Stardust.
something more interesting.
Anything recently? Could that be what he intended to announce? Some big discovery?
No, nothing. I'm sure I would have known if there was something like that. I am sorry, Mr. Winklebottom.
What do you know of the other people in the house?
Not very much, I'm afraid. I haven't really spoken to anybody. I don't even know the staff all that well. I tried talking to the gardener earlier, but he was in a frightful temper.
You mentioned the gardener was in a bad mood. Do you know why?
Oh, well, he's always kind of grumpy, you know, but he seemed perfectly livid last time I saw him. Thought he was being given the sack, I think. Something about a vegetable patch. You should probably ask him.
Oh, I will. I'll be
miss.
questioning them quite severely. Oh, I can't even open that window.
Greetings, good sir.
Ulysses Spode of Spode, and Flabbernacle. At your service, sir.
A ludicrous collection of names, that is.
Quite so, Frumple. And what part do you play in today's events?
Don't rightly know, sir. Old Gilfrey wanted me to come and observe, he said. Worried there might be a spot of bother.
Yes.
Whatever it was
You
he was
definitely-
announcing.
I like
Legal bother, you mean?
how he keeps that pipe in his mouth constantly.
Wouldn't tell me in advance what the whole bally palaver was all about, though. I suppose now we'll never know.
Well, perhaps.
So, Since I'm here anyway and the old boy has popped off, might as well sort through his paperwork and make sure everything is in order. Lots to sort out when somebody dies, you know.
See, he's got the mindset that we do.
Rich as him.
We just gotta basically go through everything.
Always here if you need me.
Haha, a letter opener. We can stab someone with those.
Let's take one of these envelopes. Oh, look, this is a map of the island. This will come in useful, I'm sure.
We could fast travel with that.
A notepad. Looks like the top page has been torn off.
Oh, you know what this means. Quick, give me a pencil. I'm going to rub over it and reveal what was written on the torn-off sheet. This is my favourite.
That was like my idea too.
It's working, it's working.
Let me see now. 1 dozen eggs, 1 lettuce, a quart of milk.
Oh
Well done,
no.
Crumple. You've uncovered an old shopping list.
How disappointing.
No clue there. But I'll take this letter
A
opener.
small blade used for opening letters.
My God, Winklebottom, this might be it. The murder weapon.
Other than there being no blood in the water, this blade barely being sharp enough to break paper, let alone flesh, and the fact the murderer would have to dry it off and place it back in his desk after using it, rather than just taking it with him, yes, I'd say this fits the facts rather well.
Nobody likes you when you act like a blasted clever clogs, you know.
On top of all that, we don't even know that this is a murder yet.
Yes, you've made your point.
Haha, with the letter opener, no less.
The sign next to this
All right,
light
you have a great
says,
night,
"Warning,
First Station."
Do not open pressure valve when pump is powered.
Maybe just a slight turn, just to see what happens.
No, Frumple.
Wait, I kind of...
The sign next to this light says, "Warning, do not open pressure valve when pump is powered."
Maybe just a slight...
No, This tube is part of the network of pipes Gilfrey used to get around the...
Ingenious system.
Okay, that's the same thing they said in the other places.
Photographs from some of Gilfrey's expeditions.
Chap certainly got around a bit, didn't he?
Turn it!
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there.
Flood the manor!
We can't do this while the water pumps are turned on. We'd probably flood the house. Or, at the very least, I might get water in my tea.
It actually makes a good point. Can't get your water in your tea. Then where are the pumps? We must find them. Oh, we can go outside? Didn't realize that was on the table. And there's a key in the mud.
There's an imprint here. Somebody must have dropped something in the wet mud. On the shape, I deduce...
It's very obviously a key. There's no need to act so badly clever about it, you know?
As you say, a key...
I doubt Frumple can pick it up because, you know, he can't get his key. He can't get his tea in the rain.
The wet mud, and it's left an almost perfect impression.
I wonder what is a key for.
I'd really rather not.
The butter in, make an impression.
I have reservations about doing this. I'm really not sure what the...
Use kitchen knife on Frumple.
It's no good, we won't get anywhere in this weather. We'll have to wait until the storm clears up. Somebody must have dropped a key into the wet mud and it's left an almost perfect impression.
I wonder what is a key for.
I feel like that we need something with the,
No,
that we need to, like, light,
seems unlikely.
maybe light the coals.
I say, Frumple, what on earth was that?
Some kind of commotion coming from the drawing room, I think.
Quickly, we must investigate.
Investigate! Away!
Quick, Frumple, to the orangery. Miss Gilfrey is in grave danger.
She just realized her father's dead.
Miss Gilfrey, what is it? Whatever is the matter?
Oh, Lord Winklebottom, it was terrible. A simply frightful thing.
I say, steady on. What are you talking about?
Out there, Dr. Frumple, out in the dark, it was a creature, a thing. I've never seen such a ghastly sight.
Are you sure, Miss Gilfrey? Could it perhaps have been Mr. Walters returning to his boat?
It wasn't a person, Lord Winklebottom. It wasn't an animal at all. It was wet and hairless and... oh, God, that face. I shall never forget it.
Can you, like, draw it?
What now? Please, try to be calm, Miss Gilfrey. We must investigate.
Investigation away!
Oh, sirs!
It's probably him.
He just burst in, soaking wet, ranting and raving about a monster.
But he is a monster.
A foul, fearsome beast! Away! Away with you!
Poor fellow looks in a bad way. Frumple?
Chap seems delusional. We should get him into bed for some rest.
Came at me out the trees, a malign monster! Ah! 'Tis after
Yeah,
me!
probably.
'Tis after me!
Looks like he needs a good rest.
He can use one of the beds in the servants' quarters. I'm sure Ambrose won't object.
Right then, Frumple, let's help get him into bed.
As long as I don't have to get too close, he smells like a blessed brewery.
Come on then, old chap. Right, we got the fellow settled. Should be right as rain soon.
As long as the bar guest doesn't come for him.
I say what?
Oh, never mind me, sir. Just a silly fancy.
You've been neglecting to give me
Like the name of this island?
legends?
Really, I suppose, but the bar guest is a ferocious monster sent to roam the island at night. He's part dog, part monster. He said that anybody who sees it will surely die soon after.
Sounds like a pretty disagreeable chap, what? As a poppycock, mind you.
Well, one last thing, sirs, if it pleases you. In all the commotion, Madame Lavinia has misplaced her crystal ball.
Aw.
Says it's been stolen. Would you believe it?
Hey, thank you, Tisme.
Careless of her.
I've promised to keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I
out
totally
there,
did.
But
But thank
maybe
you.
could go and talk to her.
Very well, we shall see what the problem is.
Just want to get a key. Did the spirits have you see it coming with your crystal ball disappearing?
Tell us about the lady sat over there.
Oh, I can't get a word out of her. The old bat needs some sort of hearing aid, if you ask me.
These modern hearing aids are a miracle of science. Some are barely larger than a briefcase, you know.
I say, what's happened to your crystal ball?
Oh, it's that criminal sat in her chair over there. She's acting like she's oblivious, but look at her bill. She's clearly stolen it.
Well, that's really not on.
I even tried mentioning the Scottish play to shock it out of her, but she's deaf as a post.
The Scottish play?
The Shakespeare play. Macbeth. Actors are terrified of it. Think Shakespeare will come and eat them if it's even mentioned, or something like that.
Jeez.
Thank you for your time.
Aw, we have to kill her. It's no use. We got a perfectly good kitchen knife. She's expendable. I wonder if we need to use the gramophone trumpet as a,
I'm really not sure what the plan... I can't remove this trumpet. It's held in place with a small screw.
Oh, it has a screw. We need a screwdriver.
A map of the island.
That is most unfortunate.
Now, let us have a look in here.
Oh, just some
Not inherently so, but in this case...
best way in my
Okay,
one would
that's
hope that you would...
it's the same stuff as we found earlier.
A collection of gramophone records.
Oh look, they have Sounds of the Sea featuring Periwinkle, Flange and the Crustaceans. I love their music.
Yeah, I'm more fond of veggie
I'll stick
pizza.
to the classics.
Okay, so we don't have the stuff for that yet. We need to find the pumps. They do have a fun bit of humor going for it. Okay, so I wonder if I need to light this first.
Need a steady hoof to do this, as there's only one match left. There we go, the cooker's heating up nicely now. I have reservation.
Oh,
No.
maybe put the pot pan on there,
Let's put the pan on the stovetop.
and then put the butter in, and we can use that to make our key.
How thrilling. I've always wanted to try my hoof at cooking. Ah, look, Frumple, the heat has melted the butter into an oily liquid. I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves. We'll need something to soak it up, I wager.
Well, what about your mane? That's probably absorbent.
That's a disgusting thought, Frumple.
Oh, quick, put it in the empty envelope.
No, I don't think this is... This seems unlikely to be a... I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves.
Well, what about your maid?
That's a disgusting...
Wonder if I need the, what is it? The, one place. The towel from the bathroom. Yeah, but we have to, like, stab Frumple so we won't notice.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why, if you take that, people won't be able to wash their...
Frumple, I'm gonna stab you.
Look at this. Silly beggars are put...
You know, between...
Okay, so we can't use that. We've already searched the bedroom, so we can't do that either. Wonder if there's something in the servants' room.
This looks like a child.
Bit of an old thing.
Mr. Walters?
Yeah, vast and away with you.
I need his eye patch.
Is he drunk again?
A foul beast more terrible than the Kraken. Begone! Begone!
I think he might be dreaming.
Fella's gone crackers, if you ask me.
I should never have shot that albatross. Cursed I be. But he knocked over me pint.
Seems
He had it
almost
coming.
delusional, or at least I hope he is.
No, we gotta stab Frumple. This is, at this point, there's no other option.
Ugh, this bed.
Looks like some kind of...
Quick, give me something
Perhaps we could discuss the other people who are here.
so that I can get the butter.
I say, I gonged that gong over there and your butler fellow didn't show up.
Well, he is a bit on the slow side, but he's quite reliable. I hope nothing's happened to him.
Who else is on the staff here?
Other than Ambrose, it's just Pumphrey, the gardener. Such a shame to see the house so low on staff. Oh, my lord, you should have seen the place where my mistress was still alive.
Used to be more of you, eh?
Oh, yes, sir. It's really just a skeleton staff now. The master was away so much on his travels. More so since the mistress passed away. He doesn't need a full staff these days, I'm afraid.
And now it's gonna downsize even more.
What can you tell me about the guests here?
I don't know any of them well.
I think he is
It's the
a
first
snail.
time we've had guests since the mistress died. God rest her soul. You're the last to arrive, so you'll find them all around the house.
Thank you very much. Do you know why we've all been invited here?
Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I don't. The master was being most mysterious about it. Something to do with his research, I'd fancy, but it's all beyond me.
That'll be all for now, madam.
Right. Oh, we just came from there, so that's not gonna work. I wonder if there's something in here that we might need.
Dame Seager's haberdashery bag. Knitting, sewing, wool, threads and such like.
That would be very useful to take. Because I assume we have to get the key so that we can open... What is it? The door down there so that we can get to the pumps and drain the stuff. Maybe... something in here. That's right, we have a wire coat hanger for no reason.
I'm not sure they're designed for metal, but these shears are just about managing to get through the coat hanger.
Looks like they're jiggered now, though. Best chuck them away.
Aha, coat hanger wires! Wait a sec, why did you throw away the perfectly good pruning shears? Those were useful.
We could spend days looking.
Okay, so we had the thing about the sap earlier as well. I wonder if we need to interact with it to be able to know. Well, interact with it again to know. I wonder if we can pick the door with it. That might be a possibility.
I don't really want to look around an entire... cactus.
I'm keeping well away.
Doesn't that rhyme?
Not at all, I just...
I have This pitcher plant is full of nasty looking liquid. Some kind of sap, I presume.
What did you call me?
I have no idea what this sap is, and I'm certainly not going to touch it if I don't know it's safe. Maybe if we could find out more about it.
See, I'm wondering if that provides us with the thing to be able to interact with those reference books. But even though we examined it before, we weren't able to do so. Now I am genuinely curious.
This appears to be a large collection of books.
See, books about botany.
Plants and whatnot. How dull. Biology is much more interesting.
I wonder if I can find any information about that plant.
There we go.
The orangery. Ah, yes, here we are.
What does it say?
Apparently, that sticky fluid in the plant is a kind of resin. Mix it with a strong alkali and apply a heat source, and it'll set hard as rock.
Maybe we could use that for something if we can get hold of a heat source.
I don't know. I didn't actually see if there was someone outside. So I wonder if we can use the medicine bottle to get the resin.
Right then, I'll collect a quantity of sap in the empty bottle.
Aha! Oh yeah, Winklebottom will definitely find out.
This seems unlikely.
Maybe we just need that out there. Just sap.
Let's pour this sap into the imprint of the key. Yes, that's filled it nicely. A key-shaped hole filled with sap from a plant.
We do live a strange life, Winklebottom.
Ah, jeez. How we have to figure out a way to get the heat source out there.
A nice hot fire. At least we know we can make more tea if we need to.
Oh, that's a relief. I feel like I've been nursing this cup for hours now.
This seems nice and hot now, but I'm not really sure what one does with one. I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves.
Well, what about your man?
That's a disgust.
Jeez. I need to figure out a way to get the little cloth towel from the bathroom. And Frumple's just being very difficult about this.
I'm really not going to check all those bedrooms again. We should just forget about them.
Quick, steal more drugs!
Just a swift pull and the water flushes away.
Isn't modern science wonderful?
I don't wish to go right now, and certainly not with Frumple standing here. Different seats for small, medium and large...
Fangled, it's just like, quick, Frumple, go! The call of nature and everything.
This might prove you...
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna stab Frumple. Alright, tell me your secrets.
What's inside that hatch in the kitchen. We must be able to get it to stay open somehow.
Oh, that's right. The hatch that we couldn't keep open. Presumably...
I say, Frumple, if you hold this hatch open for me, I might be able to have a look inside.
Not a chance. I can't reach it with your whacking great form in the way. No, can't be done unless we can wedge it open somehow.
We could use the knife!
I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something smaller. I'm really not sure what the... Just open this hatch.
The broke.
Ugh, blasted thing won't stay open.
I'd really rather... I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something smaller.
Oh, the letter opener. Maybe we can actually take it now. I'm very bad at point-and-click games, as you can tell.
Let's take this with us.
You must be flummoxed if you think we're going to be in this blasted place long enough for you to start getting correspondence.
Hey, with how slow I'm playing this game, I'm pretty sure we will be getting correspondence.
This might do the job. If I hold the door open with one hoof and try to jam the letter opener in with the other. Yes, I think that's going to keep the door open.
Wonderful. Rumple, go down.
It's open now, so I should be able to look inside. Right, with this door held open, I can just about get my head in here. Let's have a look inside, shall we?
Oh, beautiful.
Well, that was a tight squeeze. I can't really do much down here, but I can have a look around at least. This is a bottle of lye, an alkali used for cleaning.
And that's what we needed for the resin.
Looks like there are some bags over yonder, but I can't
It's
tell what's
true.
inside them.
They usually have moon logic.
This system must feed water into the rest of the house. The taps, good for the pipe network, the orangery, and so on.
We take these. Wait, I saw a bottle.
This is a dangerous substance. I don't especially want to pick it up with my mouth, but I suppose I don't really have a choice.
Oh, well, that's a good way to get it. I'm assuming I can't reach the pump switch, though.
Alas, I cannot reach the switch from this undignified position. We'll need to get into the room.
I knew it. We could get the bottle just fine. But not the switch. Alright, so we should be able to pour the lye onto the resin.
Let's put this alkali into the sap then.
Yeah,
This
let
might
me
get
do
us
it.
the key.
This needs the steady hoof of a surgeon. Oh dear, well, it all went in at any rate.
Oh no.
There's a mixture of sap and alkali in this hole now. If the book we read is to be believed, it just needs heat to harden it.
Shame it's so bloody freezing
Oh.
out here, really.
Sorry to hear that, Dina. Yeah, definitely get some pain medication, get some ice. And get it taken care of. And we can't get that because we still need the bloody towel. Hopefully not.
This might be.
Absolutely.
Rumple, go outside and count to 20.
Any ideas?
We need to see if we can help out Madame Lavinia. We should go talk to her.
But we don't have a screwdriver to unscrew the gramophone trumpet to then use as a hearing aid. We've
Thank you
already,
for your time.
we've already talked to her.
Macbeth.
The cheek! I do not have bad breath.
Well, that worked about as well as could be expected.
Madam, perhaps you could return the good lady's crystal ball.
What's that? Music hall? Ah, you must be a fan. Sorry, darling. I don't do requests.
Daft old bird.
Thank you for your time, madam.
What's that?
Ugh.
Okay, kitchen knife.
No. Sorry.
Come on, Lord Winklebottom. This would work.
Thank you for your time.
So we have to get the gramophone trumpet, undoubtedly as a hearing aid. Can we unscrew it with the kitchen knife? Probably not.
This is too big to remove the small screw.
Why didn't I keep my letter opener?
One of those newfangled gramophone players.
Modern technology is what.
I can't remove this trumpet.
I wonder if now that I've already looked down there, I can take the letter opener again and close the hatch.
so I should be able to...
Okay, probably not then. How would... Oh, okay. Well, that's good to hear, Dina. As long as you're not breaking anything.
Dame Seagully's haberdashery.
I feel like I should steal this bag.
I'd really rather... I have reservation. Macbeth.
The cheek!
Well, that worked about as...
Thank you for your...
What's that?
I'm missing something.
Any ideas, old thing?
We need to see if we can help out Madame Lavinia. We should...
But I've already talked to her.
A roaring... No, I don't think...
Heat up the knife and then stab people.
This wire has been severed cleanly too, by the looks of it.
Bit suspect if you ask me. Can we repair it?
Maybe, if we can find some replacement wire to bridge the gap.
I don't think we can actually enter... We can examine her bag. That's the problem. Oh. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. We need something to be able to put... to be able to carry the pan, but we don't have the actual... We can't take the towel from there, we'll frumple. Oh, then tie!
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
Here we are.
My lord, whatever are you doing? Stop that this instant!
Oh, frightfully sorry, madam.
Can't do this while the old goat is hanging around, what? You may need to convince her to leave.
Yeah, leave this world!
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
You're gonna stab her, then she won't be able to...
I'm looking for a portable heat source of some kind. Perhaps you could oblige.
A portable heat source? I'm sure I have no idea. Perhaps Pumphrey has something in his tool shed. He's been
Okay, so I think that's what it is.
the last few days.
Have her get some rest.
Perhaps you should get some rest, dear lady.
I would like to get some rest. That commotion earlier has left me at all sixes and sevens. But I promised the lady
Oh, no.
until her crystal ball was returned. That's what I must do.
Ah, jeez. That was the only other thing.
The moose is tied.
Used to have to wear one at school. Hated the wretched thing. Was always getting into me soup.
And you didn't like walking around wearing a dirty tie?
It's not that. It would soak some of it up so I'd have less to eat. Rather fond of soup.
Can't get this off by hoof. I think it's been...
So how do I get her out of here?
God.
Maybe if I talk to her, she'll have a new thing to say. No.
Thank you for your time.
Getting tangled. It's so convoluted. I have to get her out of here so I can cut a tie off to get a pan of butter to stick out inside, to make a key, to get downstairs, to turn off the pump. It sounds ridiculous when you say it, but it's so moon logic-y.
I say, look at this, old boy. It's Gilfrey and I during our school days. Ah, those were happy times.
Not for me. Couldn't abide school. The other boys used to make fun of my name. Dumple, they'd call me. The rotters.
Ah, jeez. You probably are going to be here forever, knowing me. Oh yeah, I do see someone out there.
I have reservations.
Out of town.
This seems unlikely. I really am awfully embarrassed. No.
Doesn't seem like there's other things.
A long metal axe. This...
I say Winklebottom, because he's an actor.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had the axe from before.
A relic of the great...
I say that.
Don't think we could
Sorry,
actually
my
get it
friend,
out.
I'm rather afraid I have more of a need for this than you.
Oh, I can finally take the
There's
axe.
Nothing you won't half-inch given the chance, is there?
Break it off.
I'd really rather not.
Come on, do it.
I'd really rather not. Right, with this door held open.
Quick, use the axe to hit the switch.
No, I don't think this is right.
Do it. I mean, with the axe, I could just break down the door. Wait, you solved the mystery. Who done it?
I have reservations about doing this.
I guess it's just not polite. It's possible that I missed something outside. I just don't think that there's anything that... Oh, there he is.
Hello, my good man.
Do you mind? I have work to do. This storm is going to ruin my plants.
Perhaps you've not yet heard, but I'm afraid your master...
Oh, I've heard. And where does that leave me? That's what I want to know. Bloody inconsiderate of him it is.
Unfortunate when your employer goes and dies.
I wonder if you could help procure me some kind of portable heat source.
Procure a heat source? Look, Mush, if you want to borrow a lamp, just bloody well say so, why don't you?
Well, it's not too much trouble.
Oh, no, that's just fine and dandy. I tell you what, you wait here in the shelter while I go off in the middle of a bloody storm to find you a lamp. Wouldn't want you to go to any bother, like.
Most gracious of you, I'm sure.
He's gonna take forever.
Well, here you are then.
Wait a sec.
Do be careful not to burn your bloody hooves on it, will you? I'm off inside, now that I've battened down the hatches out here. Don't feel you have to follow me, like.
Oh my goodness.
Like invertebrates.
If it was all that easy, that was gonna be... Oh, it's unlit. Of course. I'm so disappointed.
I'll just touch the wick to the flame, and here we are. The lantern is illuminated.
Wonderful. Burn it all. I don't think he was there originally. I think he showed up later.
Let me try and apply heat from this lamp to the resin mixture, and let's see what happens.
Oh, can't see anything happening. How boring.
Give it time, Frumple.
10 hours later.
Here we go now. I'm so bored waiting for this.
You know, Frumple, I rather think we can. Look, the resin is set solid, just like the book said.
Oh yes, no, never doubted it for a moment. Looks like we now have a copy of the key that was dropped here.
I feel like
What is the key to?
I could have just asked the gardener for this. I still feel we'll need that tie later.
Maybe this key we made will fit the lock on the cellar door.
Oh, I didn't ignore him when he showed up?
Oh, unfortunately it snapped off in the lock. I suppose the resin wasn't really strong enough. Still got the door open anyway.
Oh, that's one way to get the key out of your inventory. Now we should be able to do the valve.
I suppose they must keep a few cooking supplies down here too.
Foolish if you ask me. It'll get all damp in this place.
This system must feed water into the rest of the house. The taps.
Alright, now to finally get Gilfrey out. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm good at missing items and clues and all that kind of stuff.
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there. It's no use. The wheel is completely seized up. We'll need to lubricate it somehow.
Bound to be some oil or grease around the place somewhere.
Oh no, we still need the pan of butter. Oh jeez. So why don't we just cut the diamond suit?
I'm really not sure what the plan.
Break it with the axe.
This is the most upsetting thing that's happened all day.
I'm not sure it's quite at the top of my list, Crumple.
Definitely the top of the list for Deal 3. Wait, I think there was a... Oh, that's a wardrobe door.
A collection of old foreign coins. Gilfrey liked to keep them as a memento of his travels.
I had a patient pay me in foreign currency once.
I wonder if I can take a coin to use as a screw, to get rid of the screw.
Rich, but it turned out they were only worth half a crown.
No, I really like the one with Voodoo Detective.
I think I'll leave these be. Not really cricket to go around stealing from a dead chap.
I mean, you've done nothing but walk around picking up things that don't belong to you since we left home.
Curses. I did like it how it was cheap voodoo garbage crap that just kept breaking.
A diving suit, used by Gilfrey to remain out of his tube system for long periods. It looks like the helmet can be removed. I know I can carry a lot of things, but I draw the line at lugging around a big metal helmet for no very good reason.
Oh, come on, Winklebottom. You can totally do this. I know, I think it probably would have worked. It's just Winklebottom is refusing. Oh, Jeremy, thank you for the sub. Let's see. And she's not gonna leave yet, because we still haven't gotten the thing. So we can't use the towel. We need to get the necktie, but we can't do that until we get the gramophone trumpet. Looks like we've done everything that we need outside for the moment.
A hot paraffin lamp. An antique metal axe. It's very sturdy. No, sorry.
Come on, that's the best way to get into the attic.
Somehow, I think he looks sad that he no longer has his axe.
You soppy great idiot.
And we still don't have the means to get this one done. It could be. I just don't think that we're... Let's examine them, maybe.
Pieces of metal wire made from a coat hanger. I'd really rather not.
Yeah. I wasn't too sure, but it looks like that's not going to work.
No. I'm really not sure.
The plan is to combine things. Until there's nothing else. Actually, maybe we can use an axe in here.
No, sorry.
Do it.
I'm not going to open these, it'll let a terrible draft.
Maybe that's exactly what we need.
Large double windows looking out onto the island.
Not exactly the jolliest view one could ask for.
A roaring hot fire, very cozy.
Oh, the toilet seat's removed? Didn't even notice that.
Different seats first. I don't wish to go right.
Huh. Curses. It's like, Rumple, go elsewhere.
Any ideas, old?
We need to see if we can help out Matt.
That's the downside. I don't know how I can get the, necktie. Like, I need to get the crystal ball from her. But I can't do that until I get the... Until I presumably get the gramophone trumpet.
microphone's trumpet. This amplifies the sound from the record.
I don't have a screwdriver.
Now, let us have...
Just
Not inherently so.
the best way in my opinion.
One would hope that you would...
I'm missing something.
A sporting trophy won by...
What a few sporting trophies.
I feel like it's one of those things
Reward
where
for amphibian of the...
it's one of those things to where we're just missing something. Yeah, see, because
Thank you for your time.
we don't have
Well,
any
thank
new
you for your time.
dialogue options.
A curious box. Oddly, it seems to be fixed in place. It appears, however, that parts of the map itself might actually move slightly.
I don't think we've seen a map to be able to actually make use of that. Oh, there's Pumphrey.
Well, what is it?
I wonder, was there some trouble between you and Gilfrey? If you don't mind me saying so, you seem a touch put out.
Put out? Put out? I'm bloody livid, mush. The old git was planning to tell me to sling my hook. I heard him saying as much.
He was going to fire you.
Too bloody right he was. I heard him talking about me to someone over the phone.
And you're sure it was about you?
Of course it was. Gone too far this time, he said. Getting out of hand, he said. Just because I like to sample the vegetable garden from time to time.
Sample?
All right, I ate the old bloody lot. I mean, I can't help it, can I? It's in my bloody nature, isn't it?
Well, plants are frightfully tasty, old thing.
Exactly. You know where I'm coming from. And be honest, if it's a choice between some lovely homegrown lettuce and that slop Beryl cooks up, well, I mean, it just would.
Exactly. He's got to make sure that we can sympathize with his
I say,
larceny.
they're really-
Oh, delightful, are they? That's rich, isn't it? Delightful, he calls them, after he's been helping himself to some of my award-winning shrubbery.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, don't you indeed? Well, who else is going to reach up the top of that plant over there and have himself a munch on it? Oh, I know. It must have been the bloody sea
I've been
lion,
found
mustn't
out.
it? Yes, I'll be it. Famously long neck of sea lions.
It was just a few leaves. Barely any, really. Well, thank you for your time.
Go on then. Push off. See if I care.
Maybe Constance has some more stuff to say. Nope.
Goodbye for now. I don't really want to lug around in a I really am all...
We should eat more of it out of spite. I feel like we also need the cactus to get some needles.
I have reservations. From what I've read, this stuff might be used. I once knew a chap who was killed after getting...
I'm just in that kind of thing where I'm stuck. I'm not sure what to do. That would have been interesting if they had done it. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. What it is, I don't know. It's like, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
no. So
It's like, why can't we just ask her to go get another towel? I know, point-and-click games can be... And the sad part is, once I figure it out, it's gonna be so obvious.
nothing else.
Problem is, until that point, just not obvious in the least. Ah, dang it. I hit the film, we're probably gonna have to turn that back on at some point.
bowl of fruit.
Well, doesn't seem to.
Okay, so that's still not usable. It's a problem. I don't know how to get her to give back her crystal ball. I would think that the draft would probably have done it, but... Oh, maybe something with the clock.
If I turn the hands, I can make... A fine-looking grandfather clock, though it appears to be stopped currently.
My third cousin had one of these. I used to mess around with the hands to hear the cuckoo going off.
Are you sure that's not a cuckoo clock you're thinking of?
No, my third cousin is a cuckoo, and he really hates me messing around with his grandfather clock.
But setting the time doesn't appear to do anything.
If I turn the hands, I can make the clock chime.
I know, if only I could take the fruit.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Smash it!
No, I don't think this is right. I have reservations about doing this. There's nothing left to eat in this vase.
You're addicted, man.
I can't take that either.
A long, round glass vase. It's crystal clear.
Don't go sticking your head in there again. Wouldn't want to get stuck.
Entangled. No, I'm just kind of... I feel like the clock might be useful, but I'm not sure if,
Perhaps you should get some rest, dear lady.
I would like to get some rest. That commotion earlier is...
I'm not sure how I can get rid of her.
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm...
My lord, whatever are you...
Oh, frightfully...
Can't do this while the old goat is hanging around, what?
I need that to get the, one thing. So now I'm curious.
I'd like to telephone the mainland to report the tragedy that has
Problem with the exchange, perhaps.
Well, perhaps, but I think it's more likely to be the cut wire immediately.
Oh, well.
This is too...
Yeah, so that's too big.
This seems unlikely. I'd really... No,
That's the problem, we don't have anything...
I'm really not sure. No, I don't...
It feels like that we could have probably used the letter opener, but that's not right because we can't get it back.
We shall speak...
Always.
And none of them appear to have new dialogue.
Thank you, Mick.
Like, I feel like the coin case would have been the most likely one. We don't have any of the stuff that we can use with that either.
This must be a baby.
Look at it.
The downside is, I know that as soon as I find it, it's gonna all make sense.
A photograph from one of Guilfrey's expeditions.
Chap suddenly got around a bit, didn't he?
Thank you, Jack. If only we could no-clip into the bedroom and then backflip out.
I don't really think this diving... no. I know I can carry a lot of things, but I...
Yeah, because there's the hose and also the helmet that we can't take because we don't have...
No, I don't think...
Because we're refusing to take more.
I've already got one of these. An envelope with nothing inside it.
Jeez.
The sign next to this light says,
Maybe just a slight turn.
no.
We're missing something. And the attic is...
Recall, this door leads to the attic.
Oh, I do.
I rather imagine
Well, yeah.
That's still locked.
the hot power of...
Wait, a new profile? Oh, yeah. I'm not too surprised to see that. Take Fagled. We are truly and utterly stumped. We can't get Frumple out of the bathroom. Let's have him wait outside.
I don't wish to go... Just a swift pull.
Isn't Modern's
This might prove...
absolutely not.
Dang it, Frumple. You're making this harder for all involved.
Any ideas?
We need to see if we can help out.
Just keep saying to talk to her, but we've already exhausted all of her dialogue. I wonder if talking to her will give us some more stuff.
I say, what's happening?
Oh, it's that criminal.
Well, that's really...
I even tried mentioning
The Scottish...
the Shakespeare play.
Greeting.
You are...
I say, that...
No, I saw...
Oh, well, yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Well, quite... What can you tell...
Oh,
Quite so, very.
What's your connection?
I've known Ethel.
What can you tell us about...
Oh, I can't...
These modern hearing...
What can you tell us about...
Oh, I can't get a word out of her.
These modern hearing aids are a miracle of science.
Hmm.
Thank you for your...
You're so missing something.
Dame Sealy's haberdashery bag. Knitted...
Like, if only we could find a screwdriver. Hey, welcome, Rizaldi. Heck, even the spatula.
Nothing of in... It's open now, so I should...
See, there is a tool down here. Being Vengled.
This system must be... I suppose they must keep...
Foolish, if you ask me.
We can't pick that up. So our only option is either turn the pump back on, which we don't want to do. Or we're kind of just stuck. Like, that's not enough to actually get her to, do anything. It's pretty clear we gotta get this open, but we don't have anything to actually... No, I didn't say duck. None of them have new, new things to say. We can't get the gramophone trumpet because we don't have a screwdriver.
Goodbye for now.
We can't use the hose pipe either.
I don't really want to lug around in a tire.
I am just kind of stuck. I might have to just kind of see if there's a solution to look up real fast. I'm gonna feel really dumb about it, but I've been stuck on this one for a while. It seems like the clock has something, but we can't really interact with it beyond setting the time, and then it just resets. And none of our objects appear to have anything to do with it.
A map of the island. I'm really not sure what the... If I turn the hands, I can... Madam, perhaps you...
What's that?
Daft old.
Thank you for your time.
What's that?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm so utterly stumped on it. Let me see if I can...
From what I recall, this door leads...
Oh, I do.
I rather imagine Gilfrey wasn't...
Well, yes, I...
Pieces of metal wire. I have reservation. I really... This seems unlikely. I really... I have reservation.
Okay, so I've been trying to find out about this. I can see that I'm stuck and that I have to get into the attic, but that's the problem. Jeez. I am very stuck in this part. I'm trying to find out. Because I'm stumped on this one. And I'm not sure how to continue. So I feel bad about having to look up such things, but we're gonna quickly try and look it up so we don't get stuck. Jeez. Oh, I think I see something. I feel really dumb that I'm having to do this, but even so. Hey, thank you, Vinny. We are very stuck, so we're trying to look up a solution to get through here.
A map of the...
I wonder if the map allows us to go elsewhere when we're outside.
A map of... It's no good, we won't get anywhere in this...
So maybe that's for a later part. Trying to find out how to get through the darn... Yeah. I'm trying to, figure out. Like, it's just that we're supposed to check the body, but I can't get the body until I get the tie, and I can't get her out of here to get the tie. Dang it. Hmm. Yeah, I am, like, super stuck. I've certainly done a few things with Relia, but, I mean, we've interacted with quite a few things. I try to be able to give some advice on certain games, especially like giving some hints with Dark Souls without trying to give away too much. So I'd say more or less, yeah. Alright, hold for a moment, I'm gonna try and look this up, because I am very bad at this game. 1 second. But jeez, trying to find this answer is so hard. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Hey, welcome, Ninja. Oh, dear goodness, I think I see one thing that I missed. That's right, because we interacted with these earlier.
Various works of fiction. These
Oh, Shakespeare.
I say, Frumple, there's a copy of the play Madame Lavinia mentioned here.
Oh my goodness. I feel so stupid, because we had examined that earlier. But that doesn't necessarily...
Thank you for your time.
What's that?
But I don't know if that actually gives us anything else to talk about.
Thank you for your time.
Jeez. I'm still really... No, we still haven't gotten the tie. But I think I can...
No, this
Just as long as you don't.
Okay, so we have the book now.
a copy of Macbeth by
I wonder if we can show it to her.
I say, madam, I have a play here that might interest you.
The Scottish play. Oh, get away from me.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we overlooked that. That's one way to get rid of the book.
Thank you so much
Oh
for
my
getting
goodness.
my crystal ball back. I will let Beryl know that she needn't stand guard any longer.
I can't believe that. That's what it was. We needed to just go and get to the fiction books. Oh my goodness, I feel really dumb now. Oh my goodness.
Perhaps you should get some rest, dear lady.
I am feeling quite tired after all the
I feel really dumb now.
I suppose there won't be any
We had examined the fiction books earlier,
Madam's missing item has
but we
been
didn't
found.
have... We should have examined it after talking to Madame Lavinia. Now we can get the tie.
This, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
Ah, jeez. I can't believe that was what we needed to do all along. Which now lets us get this.
I suppose this fabric will soak up the grease. Ah, yes, we now have a greasy tie. How splendid.
You do the strangest things, Winklebottom.
My goodness. So yeah, as you can see, we're not very good at point-click games at times. I feel that if they're going to do the hint, they should probably have pointed out that he needed the book.
I'll wipe this liquid butter around the valve using the tie we cut off a dead moose's mounted head.
Makes perfect sense,
There is literally
Winklebottom.
no simpler way we could have done this.
I think I might dispose of this now. It's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, I'm having fun, but even so, it's just like, oh my goodness. I'm shaking my head.
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get
Hey,
Giraffe out.
surely this will work now.
His help, but I still can't turn it. If only I had some leverage.
I wonder if the giant axe will help. This better work.
Lubricating the valve wasn't enough, but maybe this will help us get some leverage on it. We should at least attempt to contact the police on the mainland before we move the body.
No! 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 I was so close.
Not the most professional repair, but I think this should allow us to use the telephone.
So that's what the coat hanger wires were for.
Let's give this a try then.
Dear goodness.
Ah yes, I have a connection. Operator, get me Scotland Yard.
And a hint book while you're at it.
Has it got through?
She's just connecting me now. Ah, greetings. This is Lord Winklebottom. I wish to report a suspicious death on the Isle of Barghest. I say hello? Hello?
What's wrong?
The line's dead. Must have gone down somewhere outside the house. Blast it, I don't think my message got through. Sound to us, Frumple. We must investigate this death ourselves.
I mean, I would have assumed that would have been the case as soon as the power was cut. My goodness.
Since there's no way to contact the mainland, we should flush out the body and perform an autopsy
Do it.
ourselves.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? The guilt-free estate will not be held liable for any damage or injury caused by incorrect operation of that device.
Never tell me about the consequences.
Oh, bloody hell! Ah!
Oh, he's melting. When did he decide to go all Wizard of Oz? So it was like salt water. The game is over. At least the storm has passed. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully you're enjoying your broken vessel plush. I think there probably was because we saw the bags of salt in the water.
Well, that was a most eventful night.
Quite so, old boy.
Hopefully our call got through to the police on the mainland, though I don't hold out much hope in that regard.
Our first priority should be the autopsy. I'll need to go and have a look at the body.
Good lord, what was that? It sounded like it came from the drawing room. We must investigate.
Investigate away!
Somebody please come quickly!
Yes, please
It's
avoid
Gilfrey again.
telling your
Hurry,
age.
Frumple.
Your age.
Oh, Lord Winklebottom, Dr. Frumple, thank goodness you're here. I just came back this morning and I discovered this horrific mess.
Hey, that hose is now
Interesting
detached.
sight. What on earth is it?
I do believe it's Mr. Pumphrey, the gardener.
Whatever could have happened to him?
Poor chap looks to have been doused in salt water. Deadly to certain invertebrates, you know.
Salt water? Why would salt water be running through the pipes in here?
I need some fresh air. You'll find me outside if you need me. Oh, look at this!
Ah, Miss Price! You gave me quite the start. I didn't notice you coming in.
Story of my life. This is fascinating, though. I'd heard this could happen to slugs, but I've never witnessed it before. Oh, I would like to study it.
I only have a grub plush from earlier.
I don't really want to lug around an entire hosepipe if I don't have a reason to. Poor Mr. Pumphrey.
I say, you don't think this had anything to do with us messing around with that water system, do you?
Oh, I don't suppose so. No. On balance, I'm certain this was just a terrible but entirely unrelated accident.
We're not culpable in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so I have the kitchen knife, so we can still do an autopsy.
Poor Gilfrey. How sad he should end up like this. I suppose we should search the body for clues.
Looks like there's something in his pocket. We should probably take a look. I'll need to perform an autopsy as soon as possible, too.
Let's try to do this as quickly as we can. I don't like to think of him just lying here in the bathtub like this.
You know, this sort of reminds me of that case we had in Yorkshire a few years back. Remember that? Hogfellow was murdered by being pushed down a hill in a bathtub. Last of the summer swine, the press called it.
Shall we get on, Frumple?
He still has his teeth from yesterday.
Right then, I suppose you'll need to perform this autopsy.
Trouble is, I don't have all my equipment. Wasn't expecting to need it. At the very least, I'll need a knife, some needle and thread, and some kind of apron to protect myself. Have to ask around, I suppose.
So we'll need the haberdashery bag for the needle and everything. We've got the kitchen knife.
Dame Celia's haberdashery bag. Knit.
Go on then, pinch a needle and thread while she's not looking.
Dr. Reginald Frumple, I'm appalled. We must ask her if we wish to borrow her belongings.
Like you asked when you made off with that dead chap's tie, you mean?
I get it, and then we're not going to be able to ask her for it.
Dame Celia, we should like to borrow your sewing kit.
Don't mumble so, darling.
So we're going to have to then find a way to
Farewell,
unscrew
Dame
it.
Celia.
What did you say?
Hey, yeah, 2 deaths, 1 night. I wonder if his apron will count. I guess not.
Poor Mr.
I say, you don't think this had anything to do...
Oh, I don't...
But I think we can go outside and we have a map of the island, so maybe there's more places to explore.
Well, the rain appears to have cleared up at least. This will make exploring the rest of the island rather easier.
Yes, wouldn't have wanted to go out in that storm. My tea would have been watered down something rotten.
Still hasn't even drank it. Ooh, let's go to the crypt.
Percival Flabbernacle, 1808 to 1905. May Blob be with him. How curious. For those we've lost, there are a number of names here. Here's one, Eloise Dennis. This appears to be the grave of one Brutus Nibbler. The grave of a Julia Zizou. A chap named Wilfred Pex is apparently buried here. Tarquin Bernard Flopsy III, 1865 to 1908, survived by his loving wife.
Oh, a rabbit, of course.
Sons. May he rest in peace.
Okay, so then... Vines! We can use this!
Vines are tough. We shan't remove them by hoof or even tooth or claw.
Not even your gnashes would get through those, eh?
I'm not fond of them in any case. Too bitter for my palate.
That's why we got a knife.
This trusty knife will surely slice through these vexatious vines.
I say, Winklebottom, just imagine if we hadn't found that knife. Worth its weight in gold, that thing.
You can always use a good knife.
Ethelberta's grave, you can tell how much you revered her.
Don't much fancy being buried myself. Shoved into a tiny wooden box in the cold and darkness. No, I had enough of that getting over here, thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll need the vines for something, but what? It's another matter entirely.
Perhaps we could discuss your family. What can you tell us about your mother?
Mother and I were great pals, Lord Winklebottom. We had such laughs, often at Father's expense. The house was so full of joy before.
I was so very sorry to hear of Ethelberta's death.
The house wasn't the same after that. I had to get away, you understand? I just couldn't bear it. But now I've returned, and Father is...
Wait, I should still be here.
Just dreadful.
Had you seen your father recently?
No, not for some time. I was so looking forward to seeing him again, introducing him to Winslet. But alas...
Thank you, miss.
I think the two of them are conspiring to murder everyone.
Tell us more about this business with your family.
Not much to tell. I wanted to get a decent job and they didn't approve. Just wanted me to swan around the estate all day. Not my style, old thing. I mean, I like to enjoy myself as much as the next chap, but one has to try to make a difference, don't you think?
Wish I didn't have to have a job. My life would be much easier without all the bloody sick people badgering me all day.
So they disowned you. Seems a trifle harsh.
Well, quite, old thing. Families, eh, Winklebottom? More belly trouble than they're worth. We'd be better off without them. Oh, sorry, Constance.
That sounds like something a murderer would say. I accuse you! Okay, to the forest! Forest of Doom. Oh yeah, this looks very,
This forest is utterly baffling. These seem to have got turned around somehow. This forest is... I do believe... This forest is... Thank goodness for that.
okay, so then we probably can't do the forest yet. Oh, but the lighthouse requires us to go to the forest. He is a pretty fancy cat.
Look, Frumple, it's Mr. Walters.
Let me be. I'm not sticking around this place for a minute longer.
Can we just let him leave like this?
Who's going to stop me? You soft-bellied landlubbers?
It's okay, Frumple. Walters clearly wasn't here when Gilfrey was killed. We can let him leave.
Drunkard barely got us here in one piece, probably drowned before he reaches the mainland. Still, it's his own funeral, I suppose.
I'll have you know that I be as sober as a judge. After what I saw last night, I'm giving up drink for life.
Well, goodbye then, Mr. Walters, and good luck.
Mr. Walters drowned before he made it to the mainland. Is there anything... Oh, a long beach.
Good grief, Frumple. Who on earth
Oh,
is this
no.
poor unfortunate?
Oh, as I live and breathe, it's Lord Winklebottom. Oh, am I glad to see you, sir.
Inspector Culver, what on earth happened to you?
We got your call, Winklebottom, so I got here as quick as I could. I have come to help, sir.
You don't look like you're in any state to do that right now. How on earth did you get here?
It wasn't easy, sir. Couldn't get a boat. Only a madman would try to sail through that
She'll
storm.
fly instead.
Well, quite. Hold on a minute. You don't mean...
That's right, sir. I flew here, all the way from Special Branch. Now, you don't mind, sirs. I'm starting to feel a bit...
Poor old bird has passed out. Come on, Frumple, let's get him back to the mansion to rest. Right, well, we got him settled down. We should go back and check on him later.
He'll be murdered in no time. Now let's go along the beach. Ooh, some driftwood.
Some driftwood is floating out on the sea. This might be useful if I could reach it.
Honestly, the one thing you should be good at is reaching things at a distance.
I'm not far off, but I need a bit more reach. Some kind of long pole would do the trick if it had something on the end to hook in the wood. If only I hadn't lost that boat hook earlier.
Winklebottom, you had one job!
Some old barrels. They seem to be sealed shut, though there's what looks like gunpowder around the bottom of them. Too damp to use, I'd wager. Maybe the stuff inside would be dry.
Yes, gunpowder!
I can't open these by hoof. I'll need a tool of some kind.
Let's use our trusty knife.
I have reservations about doing this. Good Lord, Frumple, look at this. It's Gilfrey's submarine vessel. He used this for his expeditions, made some fantastic voyages of discovery.
Too lazy to swim, I suppose.
I rather think he's built for streams and rivers rather than whole oceans, to be fair.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose that's a reasonable excuse.
Well, wait a sec. If that's the case, then the salt water... I wonder if someone put the salt in because of that.
See the inside of that craft, however, the water is far too deep to wade over. Crumple, perhaps you could...
No bloody chance. I'd get water in me tea.
Oh, jeez. I have to admit that I rather like his excuses. The question is, what do we use the vines for?
Have you finished sorting through Gilfrey's paperwork? Did you find everything you needed?
Well, not everything. There were some papers missing. If you find any of his documents or such like, do let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Spode.
Okay, so then... Because I wonder if they put the salt in the water to kill him.
Well, he seems dead to the world. How does he seem to you, Frumple?
Poor fellow is knackered. He'll be right as rain after a bit of rest, though. We should leave him be.
Ugh, this bed is...
Looks like some kind of...
Oh, papers.
I say, I didn't notice these before. They must have got disturbed with all the comings and goings in here.
Let me see. Huh. They're a load of hoof-written letters. Look like pretty soppy stuff to me. My dearest A, blah blah, secret love, blah blah, BC. Who's BC?
Well, we know a B at least. These letters seem a touch one-sided, and if they are from who I suspect, then it looks like they weren't ever actually given to A.
Okay, so the B is probably with the maid. I'm assuming A is Ambrose, the butler.
Gone.
It's like, Ding-fingered butler, show up.
A collection of grammar...
Oh look, they have Sands of the Sea featuring periwinkle flange and the...
I think I'll stick to the class. Now, let us have a look in...
Oh, just some...
Not inherently so.
Best way in my...
One would hope that you would...
Okay, and that's the same thing that we're getting there. Yeah, we gotta take the gong.
Tell us a bit about your work.
It's hard to know where to begin, really. It was very varied. Archaeology, historical research, even paleontology. Gilfrey had found a lot of very interesting artifacts over the years.
And you were cataloguing them all?
I wasn't just his secretary, if that's what you were implying. I studied them, made notes, performed tests to determine age and so on. We were doing solid research.
Had you made any significant discoveries recently? Could that be what Gilfrey was planning to announce?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing that would be of interest to the general public.
I wonder if we have a means to know.
Your notes to see if there's anything that stands out.
I'm afraid not. Mr. Gilfrey took them and I don't know where he put them. I'd be very grateful to have them back if you happen to find them.
Thank you, Miss Price.
Kind of surprised that they don't have, like...
Tough finds from Ethelberta.
There's no, like, key to go upstairs. Hey, welcome, Blaze.
From what I recall, this door leads to the attic.
Why do people...
I rather imagine Gilfrey...
Well, yes, I...
Okay, so that's still locked.
You know, I feel like this axe might come in useful again. I suppose there's no harm in taking it out
And that might
now.
be useful for the driftwood.
Just let me move out of the way first. I don't want to be anywhere near this lash up after the last time you touched it.
See? Perfectly safe. I think. I know I can carry a lot of things, but I don't really think this...
Okay. That should let us get the driftwood, if I'm not mistaken. At least we're going to give it a go. Hey, thank you, Blaze. I'm surprised that it actually came together, but at least it's finally over. You got this.
Did it off? Yes, I can pull a driftwood in towards the shore.
Haha!
And you almost did it without dropping that antique axe into the drink too.
Oh, no!
Almost.
You had one job, Winklebottom. Why?
Now I can bind this driftwood together with the vines. Yes, that makes a most satisfactory plank. Pieces of driftwood bound together into a long plank.
I wonder if that lets me get into the sub.
This driftwood plank will make an ideal makeshift bridge over to the ship. There, perfect.
Oh yes, this will definitely hold the combined weight of a giraffe and a hippo. Absolutely no danger here.
Have a little faith, my friend.
This is driftwood from a point-and-click adventure game. Of course it will hold... Oh, stuff. Potentially very useful stuff. A crowbar.
I suppose they kept this round in case it was needed to unstick a valve or something.
Could have done with that earlier.
Well, we have it now, that's the main thing.
Crowbar is always useful.
Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to hold my breath for long periods of time. If I'm going out there, I'll need a way to breathe.
Maybe like a diving helmet.
I say, I wonder where this goes.
I suspect it leads down to the engine. Probably just machinery and such like down there. In any case, there's a red rope blocking our path. We really mustn't cross it.
What?
Oh no, quite so. Unconscionable. Unthinkable.
Probably for the best, truth be told. Our record when it comes to operating machinery we don't fully understand is not entirely spotless.
Big Fagel, curse you, Red Rope! Curse you!
It's a bit murky down here, though. I rather fancy I can see something or someone moving out there.
I suppose some aquatic fellow might be living down here. Doesn't appeal to me. How would you ever make a cup of tea underwater?
Let me have a closer look. I say, Frumple, old thing, there looks to be a chap in a spot of bother out here.
Oh, he's all tied up. He's even got a top hat.
Notes about the times the vessel has been taken out. Nothing particularly recent as far as I can tell. Times, dates, coordinates, that sort of thing.
All a load of
A very
bloody
dapper
gibberish to
top
me.
hat.
Oh, I say, the last page.
A very
has a note
dapper
on it.
octopus.
My dearest Ethelberta, a reminder that should you need to open the safe in my absence, you have only to play our tune.
Fellow has a safe then. Best look into that. Always some good clues in safes. Quite a lot of good that note does us though. How do we know what their tune was? Fella could have been a bit more explicit.
I rather suspect that was the
I
point.
wonder if the daughter knows.
Anyway, we don't know, but somebody else might. We'll need to find out where this safe is too. Maybe one of the staff would be able to help there. Look, Frumple, there's a book of music on the organ. Perhaps you could play one of these.
No, I don't think so. Don't really care for any of them.
You've not even looked.
Well, even so. Maybe if you have a particular request, I could treat you to a performance.
Okay. Wait, crowbar, give us gunpowder.
Let's give this a go then.
Wait, this might be dangerous. Let me stand back first, then you can do it.
Thank you for your concern, my friend.
Well, look at that, it's full of gunpowder.
Better not have lost that crowbar. Okay, thank you.
You know, I'm not actually that inclined to just shovel a hooful of gunpowder directly into my pocket.
Wouldn't be proper. Put it in the
I'm
envelope.
going to take a small quantity of gunpowder in this envelope.
Blimey, I'm going to keep my distance for a bit. Don't want to get myself all blown up if you drop the stuff.
Don't mind if I do mail in gunpowder. Okay, so I think talking to their daughter may let us know what the tune is.
Perhaps we could discuss your... Do you happen to know if there's a particular tune or song your parents used to enjoy together?
Why, yes, there is, as a matter of fact. A song called Waddling in the Moonlight. Mother used to play it on the organ. I haven't thought about that for years.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you for all your
We
secrets.
have reason to believe your father might have owned a safe.
Oh, that's right, he did.
I say, we've been over every blasted inch of that house and I've not seen one anywhere.
You wouldn't, Dr. Frumple. Father hid it. It's behind a painting in the drawing room. You won't get into it, though. Even I don't know how it opens. Father wouldn't go near it when others were in the room.
So how do you know about it?
One time, when I was just a duckling, I snuck into the room while he had the safe open. He didn't see me, thank goodness. I don't think
Okay, so then-
know it's there. Can't imagine what he kept in it.
Thank you,
Secrets.
Miss. Most interesting. Farewell, Miss Gilfrey.
No, we're not gonna burn the knife. This knife will keep us safe throughout the rest of the thing. I feel like so many things can be solved with a crowbar. I'm assuming we can't do this while this guy's in here.
There is apparently a safe behind this painting, but I can't see any way to get to it. The painting is fastened solidly to the wall.
Gotta be some way to get it open somewhere around here.
I'm not really inclined to start waving a crowbar around willy-nilly. I'm not really inclined to...
Quick, crowbar
I'm
him!
not really inclined... Seems that I might have a use for this after all.
Ah! I think we might also need the diving helmet. Alright, the autopsy's on our to-do list. This could be the mysterious Skull Island.
Maybe this will help get a better view under that lake.
You can't just stick it on your head though, you know? You'll need to make a seal somehow.
Yes, and figure out a way to breathe.
Is it even gonna fit over that whacking great conch of yours?
I don't really think this diving suit would fit me.
Thank you, Dina.
I think I'll leave these be. Not really cricket.
I mean, you've done nothing but walk around picking up things that don't belong to you since we left home this morning.
Okay, so that should... I'm not sure if we got everything we need. We're definitely missing certain things. Ah, there she is.
Ah, Miss Clutterbuck, I wonder if you might be able to lend us your apron for a short time.
I think not, my lord. I'd be lost without it. Give me a
Oh,
minute.
thank goodness you have a spare.
There you are, my lord. You can keep this one. It never did me any good in any case.
It's cursed.
Oh my. Here, Frumple, you can keep hold of this. This might be a touch awkward, but we discovered some letters under your bed.
Oh, my lord. You didn't read them, did
We
you?
read all of them.
Oh, so you're B then? And I take it old Aristotle Gilfrey was A.
Oh, my lord, I didn't mean anybody to see those letters. They're just a silly old goat's idle fantasy. The master was kind, but never showed me any interest.
Oh, she's like the Bretta of this one.
More than anything, my lord. But it wasn't his way. He was still devoted to the mistress, and nobody...
She wrote
ever changed
fanfic.
that. Especially not somebody like me, I suppose.
Ah, you old goat.
Thank you, Miss Clutterbuck. I suppose they must keep it...
Foolish, if you ask.
The fact that we haven't seen...
I'm not going to open these, it'll let a terrible draft. If I turn the hands, I can make the clock chime.
Haha!
I believe these are used to see into the future.
No, old boy, that's...
Oh, then we probably Madam? Thank you for your time, madam.
We just started a conversation and just say goodbye. Okay. Hey, welcome, Bergrand. Welcome to some Cook Adventure shenanigans. We get incredibly stumped.
A diving helmet is rather small for my snout. I don't have anything I can use to stick the hosepipe to the helmet.
Use gunpowder!
Rather not. Well then, Frumple, we know the tune you need to play.
Oh, very well, if you insist. Let's see now.
It's very impressive that he can do that while holding the tea still.
Good grief, a piece of paper shot out of the pipe when you played that last note.
Thought it sounded a bit off.
Nice. Give me your notes.
Let's take a look at this. It says, where we met, where we got engaged, where we married, where Constance was born. I'm not sure this is a great deal of help, but it must connect to this safe somehow.
I wonder if it's the lighthouse, because we haven't been able to reach there. Nah, Frumple is... he's able to play it somehow. He is not going to let that cup of tea go elsewhere from his hand.
Perhaps we could discuss your... Do you know much about how your parents met, or where they were married?
Not a great deal, I'm afraid. I know they met on one of my father's expeditions in Africa, but not much beyond that.
What about their wedding, or your own birth?
I can't help you, Lord Winklebottom. They moved around so much, you see, and had so many stories. You know, I'm not even sure where I was born. Is that strange?
I wonder if it's that with the box on there.
Farewell, Miss Gilfrey.
He keeps it warm at the flames of his own hatred towards people. And his own cynicism.
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have all the information.
Should be all the same answer.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why have you...
Take it.
Different seats for...
Like, Frumple, step outside, count to 10.
I don't wish to go right. We
Oh.
should check his pockets. Frumple, will you do the honors?
We can actually examine his
Nothing else on
pockets.
with the key, by the looks of it. Nothing else here.
Well, then that explains. We weren't able to examine him to go through his pockets. The key must be to the attic, then. It's the only locked door that we found that would make sense to have a key to.
Well, we have a key and we have a locked door. It would be most remiss of us not to at least attempt to use one with the other.
Well, go on then. Stop wittering on and just try it.
Oh, very well.
At last.
Look, Frumple, somebody seems to have dropped a book.
Anything good? I like that one where animals from space came down in weird two-legged walking machines, then caught rabies and died. Very exciting.
No, actually, it appears to be a prayer book. We should return it to its rightful owner. Strange that it would be here, mind you.
Very strange. Especially when it was locked.
No luck, I'm afraid. The door appears to be jammed shut.
Oh, you son of a...
I can hear movement inside, though. I say, you in there. I insist you open this door at once. Well, I'm out of ideas. We need to force it open somehow.
A little elbow grease is all that's needed for this, I think.
Giraffes don't have elbows, do they?
Well, either way, this seems to be doing the job.
There we go. Never underestimate a good crowbar.
Hello? Is anybody in here?
I'm sure I heard movement.
Duct
I
tape.
say, come out and show yourself, you bounder.
I can't see... No. Wait, over there. There's somebody heading towards us. Very, very slow.
Oh, that must be the butler.
Greetings, I am Lord Winklebottom, and this is my associate, Dr. Frumple. You, I take it, are Ambrose, the butler.
Oh, thank heavens you found me, my lord. I've been trapped
Big
up here all
Fingal.
night.
No wonder why he's so
What
slow.
happened to you, old thing?
Some ne'er-do-well shut me in after I
wouldn't be
disturbed
surprised
their
if the key
stupid
breaks.
round up here.
Tell us, who was it?
I do apologise, my lord, but I'm not feeling too well after my ordeal. Would you be so kind as to let me rest a while?
He's gonna die before he can
we
tell
talk
us.
about it?
Oh, not at all, old chap. We shall come and see you in the servants' quarters presently.
Very good, my lord. Thank you.
That's disappointing. I was hoping we'd find a criminal up here or something.
Maybe we have.
What, the butler did it? Rather unlikely, what?
Just once I'd like it to be the case, though.
Alright, the tape.
Some tape used for sealing up boxes and such
I'm
like.
assuming this is what we need to seal up the helmet.
Now, what's under here, I wonder?
Oh, I say.
My word, what on earth is it? And what has you so uncharacteristically blithesome, my friend?
Don't you know what this is? It's one of those machines for showing, well, you know.
I honestly have no idea.
It shows pictures, photographs, you know, of animals. Animals who aren't wearing any.
Any what?
Well, anything. At all. They're completely undressed. Or so I'm told. I never thought I'd actually see one of these in person.
How absolutely ghastly.
My dear Frumple, we can totally look at this.
A machine that apparently shows photographs of animals in various states of undress.
There we go. Unfortunately, Winklebottom is just like, oh, this is too much of, Oh, we got a hat! Oh, forget about the machine, we got a hat!
There's knickknacks, trinkets, old tools and so on.
Hey, welcome, Gabriel.
Just check through the
We're
toys.
playing,
Yes, there's a small screwdriver in
we're
here.
playing Lord
Take
Winkle.
this.
Oh, a screwdriver! Finally! Any better, Chunk? We
This
got that
trinket's full
hat.
of various knickknacks, trinkets, old tools and so on. I can't take all of it.
We're
Maybe
playing
if
Lord
there's something
Winklebottom
specific.
Investigates, a point-and-click adventure game with our Dapper Giraffe detective. Well, this definitely kills two birds with one stone, because now we can get the trumpet. And presumably he dropped the prayer book.
This screwdriver fits perfectly. Ah, yes, here we are.
Looks like you've come up trumps, eh?
Thank goodness we finally got it. Here, this might be yours.
I wonder, is this prayer book yours, perhaps?
Artemis!
Oh, goodness, yes. I've been looking for that all morning. Wherever did you find it?
Rather curiously, we found it behind a locked door leading up to the attic.
Oh my, well, that is most strange. I really can't account for that at all. Most strange indeed.
Nonetheless, I'm glad I was able to return it to you.
I think this is all Murder on the Orient Express. They're all guilty.
Perhaps this trumpet would help with your hearing.
How dare you call me a strumpet? I've never been so offended in all my days.
No, madam, I said trumpet.
Now you're just mumbling, you young reprobate. Look, why don't you give me that trumpet you're holding so I can hear you better?
Greetings, madam.
Well, good day to you. Glad to see somebody around here has manners.
I was just gonna conk her on the head with the trumpet, to be honest.
I wonder if you might borrow your sewing kit.
Well, I suppose so. Just as long as you return it. Take what you need from my bag.
Now we can perform an
I want
autopsy.
it back after I've been using it to serve the body.
Farewell, Dame Celia.
Okay, so we presumably got what we needed. Now it's time for the autopsy. Do your business, Crumple.
I'm really not sure what the plan is here. This seems Right then, I suppose you'll need to perform this autopsy.
Let me take the needle and thread and I'll get on with it. Right, I'll just get ready.
Nice. Finally. That's a good apron.
apron. Oh well, here we go then.
That's a perfect apron. Yeah, it's supposed to be an axolotl. And welcome, Tormuz.
Yeah, it's all done. He was murdered, all right. Saltwater poisoning. Somebody must have tainted the water in his pipe network.
So that
And salt water would kill him.
Yes, he's a freshwater animal. Couldn't survive in salt.
so the
Who
salt.
to make the time of death?
Poor chap probably only died shortly before the maid found him, but the salt could have been put into the system hours earlier. There's no way to know when the killer struck.
So we know how he was killed, but not when. That makes it hard to nail down a suspect. If it could have been done at any time, anybody could have done it. Blast.
Time for a bit of detective work then. Talk to suspects, fill up the old notebook, what?
Indeed, there's a villain on this island, and it's up to us to bring him, or her, to justice. Come, Frumple, the game is a hoof.
Well, that makes sense with all the,
I think we've learned all we can from the poor chap.
for the salt bags. Okay, we better still have that knife. Good. That knife is reusable.
I suppose now we know why the salt is down here. Question is, who brought it here and to what end?
Oh, that's easy. It was the killer, and they brought it to poison Gilfrey.
Very insightful, Frumple, thank you. This system must feed water into the rest of the house, the taps, Gilfrey's pipe network, the orangery, and so on.
So it explains an awful lot.
Turning to the incident then. Are you aware of anybody who might have had a grudge against Gilfrey?
Well, my lord, Pumphrey seemed most vexed of late. Said he overheard the master
No!
getting rid of
The knife
somebody
will not
in the
vanish.
He thought it was him because of an incident in the vegetable garden. But I'm sure it wasn't. I can't think what he overheard.
Please tell us in detail what you know about the incident.
Well, my lord, as you know, I discovered the master dead a short while before you arrived. The other guests were here, and I've been able
Okay, you have a great night, Dina.
I went to find the master, and there he was. Dead.
You too.
Oh, it was horrible.
And you didn't see anything strange before that?
Well, at the time, I thought it odd that Ambrose wasn't helping with the guests. Oh, I never dreamed he'd been locked up there in the attic all that time.
Very
As
suspicious.
Clutterbuck, it strikes me you might have had a somewhat uneasy relationship with the victim.
Oh no, sir. The master was very kind.
What about all your
Not as kind
fanfic?
as you'd have liked there.
I suppose I can't blame him. A person in his position couldn't be seen with somebody like me. He just wouldn't be proper.
Well, quite so.
I fancy I might have resented him for it a bit. Oh, my lord. If only things had been different.
Did you ever discuss this with him? Perhaps he might have felt the same way you did.
Oh, my lord. I just couldn't. The shame of it.
I just have to stick to the fanfics.
Thank you, Miss Clutterbuck.
We're interrogating her first.
Now, about the incident. What can you tell us about Gilfrey?
I don't know him at all. No idea why he invited me. Truth be told, when I saw that journalist, my blood ran cold.
Why?
A lady has secrets, darling. Things she might want to keep away from her adoring public. I was worried Gilfrey might have discovered something about me and was planning on sharing it with the world.
Do you know anything about what happened?
Not a thing, darling. I hid away in here when I arrived. It gets so tiresome being in public, you know. So many questions, demands for autographs and all that.
Well, since you mention it, I have a piece of paper here. Maybe you could...
Rumpole, this is not the time.
Dang it. Rumple's dreams are crushed.
Farewell, Dame Celia. Madam? About the incident. How well did you know Gilfrey?
Aristotle, not well. I knew dear Ethelberta for many years, almost since I was a Crier. I remember she was so excited when Aristotle proposed to her. He always seemed such a kind
I wonder if
soul.
she knows
Then
where
you don't know why anyone would have done him in.
Gracious no.
the location
Please
that we need to
out
find.
what caused this terrible tragedy, Lord Winklebottom. I fear his soul will not rest until you do.
What do you know about the incident?
I have tried to speak to the spirits, but there is a veil over these events. All is cloudy to me.
Oh, how convenient.
Rumple, do be polite.
Oh, maybe you're right, Doctor. Recently, I find myself wondering if my powers are real after all. Perhaps it's all in my head.
You're doubting your abilities.
I might not be the only one. Think about it. An animal of science brought me here. Maybe he didn't believe either. Maybe he planned to put me to the test. If he did, I don't know that I would have passed.
You knew Ethelberta quite well, I believe.
I wonder if we can get the location with
She was
her.
a dear, dear friend to me.
I wonder, do you know anything about the circumstances of their matrimony?
Alas, I was unable to attend their wedding as I was on a 2-year-long spiritual retreat. I left
They don't even
shortly
know
after
where.
their engagement. I'm not even sure where they wed in the end. They travelled
Dang
the ferry
Finkel.
together, so could have been anywhere.
Do you know where they were when they got engaged?
Oh, indeed I do. It was on one of their expeditions somewhere in South America. She was so excited. Such a sad end. If I take one comfort from all this, it's that at least they are together again, and on a very great new adventure.
Okay, so that gets one of them.
Thank you for your time, madam.
But they met in Africa. They got engaged in South America. So we still have more stuff to figure out. I don't know yet what we're gonna name our knife.
Reverend, could we talk about the incident? What can you tell us about the incident last night?
Alas, not a jot. I arrived here and went to my room for some peace and quiet before the big event. By the time I came down, poor Gilfrey had already passed.
You saw nothing unusual.
I wish I could help you, but no, I'm afraid I did not.
That's highly suspicious.
Well, goodbye for now, Reverend.
God be with you, my son.
Also, it's very suspicious with her just in the background.
If we could talk about the incident for a moment. What can you tell us about Gilfrey's death?
Name the knife
I'm
butter.
afraid. I wasn't in the mansion at the time. I live elsewhere on the island. I prefer the solitude.
Oh, I wonder if she's
It
at the
allows me to
lighthouse.
focus on my work.
How was your relationship with Gilfrey?
I was very grateful to him for offering me work. Many people aren't quite so open-minded, you know.
You don't know of anybody who would wish him harm.
Not at all. He wasn't exactly outgoing, at least in the time I knew him.
But you got along with him well.
As well as could be expected. Like most people, he underestimated me. I'm capable of far more than the work he allowed me to do, Mr. Winklebottom. But I'm used to being underappreciated.
Because you're, you know.
Indeed. Not the sort of work a woman is supposed to do, don't you know? I have to work twice as hard as the others for a quarter of the recognition.
Most frustrating, I'm sure.
And on top of that, I can't even get a lab coat my size with pockets in it. It's just infuriating.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Miss Price.
I feel like we're going to need those needles from the cactus at some point. Of course. It seems like British kind of times in the earlier moments. You know, early 1900s or so.
Tell me about how you got trapped in the attic.
Well, sure. It was like this. I was in the attic sorting through a few of the master's belongings. It's awful messy up there, so I've taken it upon myself to do a spot of spring cleaning.
Go on.
Well, sure, while I was
Got it.
tidying, somebody else came in and started rooting through the boxes. It's dark up there, so they didn't notice me at first.
Who was it?
Well, alas, that I can't tell you, sir. Much as they didn't see me, I couldn't see very much of them.
Most unfortunate.
Anyway, I must have made a sound because I startled them. I tried to give chase, but they ran out the door, slamming it shut. Must have done some damage because it got jammed.
The rotter locked the door at the bottom of the stairs too.
I suppose they must have thought old Ambrose here saw them and wanted to keep him out of the way, at least for a short while. But what were they looking for, I wonder?
Why did they drop a prayer book?
Ambrose, I regret to inform you that your master is deceased.
I know, sir. Miss Clutterbuck was kind enough to break the news to me.
Do you have any idea who the rotter might be?
Alas, no, sir. My master was a kind soul. It's hard to imagine anybody wishing him harm.
I know. I just can't. I want to see the sloth chase them.
Thank you, Ambrose.
Is Culver
Well, he
awake?
seems dead to the world. How
Poor fellow is knackered.
Okay, it's still the same thing. We've already asked stuff. Come on, gong it!
Gone.
A long rubber. I'll use the tape when I connect something else to it. I can use this packing tape to attach the hosepipe to the helmet.
There it is. Oh, we have a dust sheet.
A large white sheet. Perhaps we should discuss the incident. Do you have any idea who would want to kill poor Gilfrey?
Not a clue, old thing. Not a clue.
Except
No
me.
legal problems. Nothing that could suggest a motive?
Nothing that I knew about, and I would have known.
How about the old will? There's always a big kerfuffle about the will in cases like this, at least in my experience.
Crumple
Nothing
is
out of the
very
interesting
interesting
with his
fella.
wife dead, just
You have a
about
great
everything
night,
goes to
Tormus.
Constance.
Just about everything?
And hopefully you
There was an
enjoy it
amount
if you
set
play it.
aside for the staff, to ensure they were well looked after. Not enough to kill for, though.
And what can you tell us about what happened to Gilfrey?
Hard to say, old thing. I mean, there was no shortage
Have a
of
wonderful
folks
night,
coming
Tormus.
and going, so it really could have been anybody. Quite the collection of characters, I think you'll agree.
You don't know anybody else here?
Not one of them. I've known Gilfrey for years, but not socially. I just dealt with his legal matters.
Thank you, Mr. Spode.
Definitely interrogate Constance and the cat.
Farewell, Miss...
Okay, so that's not going to work.
If we could discuss the incident last night. Do you know anything about the circumstances of Gilfrey's death?
Not a jot, old thing. I mean, any one of us could have done it, couldn't we? People coming and going for this big event. I say, it could even have been you, or Dr. F here.
How dare you, sir? I'm a doctor. I would never.
Steady on, old thing. He was just making a point.
Hmm.
How well did you know Admiral Gilfrey?
Never met the fellow. I mean, Connie has talked about him, of course, but...
The two of them conspired to murder
So you
their
don't know
father.
who might have wanted to kill him.
Not a clue, old thing. Isn't it usually a family thing? Inheritance and all that?
Alas, his only family is poor Miss Gilfrey. And you, once you're married,
He
of
just
course.
provided a motive.
Yes, I suppose so. If he'd allowed the marriage, of course. I don't think the old boy approved of me, truth be told. Like my own family, I suppose. I say, you're not suggesting we had anything to do with this, are you?
I'm not suggesting anything at the moment, sir.
But later, we will.
Mr. Spode mentioned Constance's inheritance. It will be rather substantial, I believe.
Oh, rather. I mean, jolly rotten luck and all, but she'll be a rich woman now.
And you a rich man if you're to marry her.
I say, well, that's a fine thing, isn't it? Dashed rude of you, old thing. What exactly are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything, just pointing out the facts.
Well, you can get that idea out of your head right away. The nerve of you, I mean, really, it's just too much.
How convenient.
Thank you, sir.
We can take those cobwebs. Okay, so then it seems like the way that we do it is using the helmet, since we've connected the pipe to it. That should possibly allow us to get down.
a diving helmet and a way to get air into it, but unfortunately it won't fit over my face. I need a way to extend the front of it, ideally a way which will still allow me to see.
Oh no. Ah, jeez. Crowbar!
I have reservations about doing this.
Think fingled.
This seems unlikely. Where we met, where we got engaged, where we married, where Constance was born. No, I don't. No. The pipe will let me breathe, but it won't fit over my...
Dang it. I could give it to Frumple, but of course he won't
I'm really not sure what the plan...
be able to go out there because he'll get his tea ruined.
How's that?
I suspect it leads down to the...
Oh no, quite.
Probably.
Okay, yeah, the red rope is still blocking us. Yeah, butter's not gonna work this time. Wonder.
I'm really not sure what the... An envelope containing a small... No, I don't...
Yes, a lake isn't something we can interact with. We got the manor at the crypt. And then the forest. I'm not sure if we can really go to the forest.
I do believe...
Seems like...
I'm not sure this... I do believe...
Thank
goodness for that.
I suspect that it's one thing that we're eventually going to get the way through the forest. Yeah, I can't believe it won't butter. If only.
This chap is Lord Malcolm
Looks
Generally, yes, though.
Okay. I wonder if the crowbar will
Not
open
really
it.
inclined to start...
Nope.
I'd really... This seems unlikely. No.
Blow it up. Yeah,
You know, Grumble, I'm not sure we have all...
we're still missing two things from that.
A collection of books.
I wonder if the papers might have stuff. Hey, thank you for the sub. Is it, Powell? Apologies.
Let us have a...
Oh,
Not inherently so, but...
best way in my opinion.
One would hope that you would...
No. Okay, so that's not... They did have a picture of, since it's an egg, but maybe they... Maybe the back
Maybe
has
this
it.
might help with finding the information we need.
There we go.
A photograph of Constance just after she was born.
Oh no! Oh, dang it. And we just gotta figure out who it was that has it.
I've already got... I don't really think this time...
And then extending it, I'm not sure. Feels like we might be missing something in here. The fact there's a little hole there also makes me very concerned. Because it usually means there's something.
trunk is full of very...
Yeah, we got the screwdriver from there, which I think is...
Doesn't seem to do anything. I think it needs a coin to operate it.
I'm sure we can find a coin or two around the place somewhere.
Oh, that might be. Maybe we can, you know, pilfer one from the coin case. Oh, of course, the coins go missing.
Nothing under the case. Looks like they've been taken.
Damn cheek of somebody getting hold of them before you did.
Of course. They were there just a moment ago. I'm so disappointed.
Well, goodbye for...
God be with
I know those coins were innocent. We were supposed to steal them first.
No, I don't think... I have reservation.
Exactly. This is unfair.
No, I don't think...
This is outrageous.
I'd really rather...
There's still a bit of butter left in this pan. Maybe I could find some bread somewhere to mop it up.
Sometimes you really are quite repugnant, Rumple. At least we know we can...
Oh, that's a relief. I feel like I've been...
Jeez. Okay, so there's still nothing there that we can use. Doesn't help that I'm not sure what we're missing for being able to fix this helmet.
This system must feed water into the rest of the house. The taps, Gilfrey's pipe network, the orangery, and so on.
It could be the cat. I mean, it would make sense that with them going for the inheritance, they were in it together, in cahoots.
No, I don't think this is... A fine-looking grandfather clock, though it appears to...
My third cousin now.
Are you sure that...
No, my third cousin.
Okay, so that won't work.
I have reservation... A large white... I don't wish to ruin a perfectly good sheet, but needs must.
Oh no!
A large white sheet with holes in.
Now we can do some ghost stuff.
I'd really rather not. This seems...
Oh, if we need to spook someone.
I'd really rather...
I know, we do have to take time to grieve.
I'm really not going to check all those...
Alright, we can weekend at Bernie's this.
No, I don't think this is... Part of Gilfrey's pipe network. This one must have...
Looks like great fun. We'll be better with...
This seems unlike... Different seats.
The thing, I'm not sure what an actual item is that we need to...
No.
No, we could be like a ghost diver!
No. Sorry about the tie, old thing. I'd really rather... Thank you, Am. A photograph of Constance, just out...
Where was it taken? I feel like we're supposed to...
No, I don't think...
Like, it's pretty clear we have to show it to someone, but who? Since Constance doesn't remember where she was born, it seems like this is
No.
not going to help.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, we have to go in the forest. They've thrown the coins into the forest.
I'm not sure this is... too big. These seem to have got turned around. This forest... Thank goodness for...
Guess not. Yeah, we cut the sheet open, so now we have holes with it. But I just...
A large one. No. A roll of...
It's curious as to what we could actually do with it.
No. No.
So we're missing two things.
Any idea?
Bit rum that somebody pinched those coins. Who around here might have done it?
Okay, so we need to look for the coin situation first. It's part of their inheritance. They wanted to steal the coins.
Perhaps we could... Thank you, miss. Farewell, miss. If we could discuss the... How well did you know?
Never met the
So you don't know who might have...
Not a clue.
Alas, his only
Right, yeah.
I'm not suggesting...
Okay, so then...
Thank you, sir.
Doesn't look like them.
Where
Question...
we met? Where we...
I don't think we can really do that. Mostly because it just doesn't seem like it will have much use.
I'm really not sure what the...
Because, yeah, it definitely seems like we needed to scare someone at some point, but exactly where is another matter entirely.
Have you finished sorting through...
Well, not...
Have you finished sorting...
Well, not everything.
Thank you.
So who might have the actual conversation? What we're missing? Okay, so not him. I have to find these coins.
Thank you, miss.
Definitely the hard part. Trying to figure out who has something new to say.
Now, let us...
Just some
Not inherently...
best way in my...
One would hope that you would...
I think we can rule
Thank
out
you, Amber.
the pigeon. If they're sleeping.
Dead to the...
Poor fellow, isn't
That's the thing. Who might have done it?
Thank you, miss.
Ah. There we are. Sorry about that.
Madam? About the... Thank you for your...
Okay.
I have reason to
Oh,
believe...
God,
you
she ate the
accidentally
coins!
placed the quantity of coins into your bill.
Oh my word! However did these get here? Well, perhaps you should take them, darling, and let us not make any further mention of it.
Oh, that was...
Ugh, they're all wet. Here, Frumple, you're more used to bodily fluids than I. You keep these, and I'll just take the one we need.
Oh, charming.
It seems to me, Dame, that you're making something of a habit of purloining items that don't belong to you.
And you're a damn thief.
Oh, darling, it's true. it's true. I just can't help myself. So many pretty, shiny things. They'd be happier with me, don't you
Think of the coins! Won't someone think of the coins?
It's really not acceptable behaviour, though.
Everybody's allowed one dirty little habit, aren't they, darlings? It's such a little thing. They made such a fuss about it.
They?
The theatre owners said I'd ruined the play. It was the meerkats of Venice. Well, how was I to know they needed all 3 of those silly boxes? I left them one, but the others were so sparkly. I just had to have them, darlings. I had to.
You mean you stole props in the middle of the play? I take it they fired you.
Yes, darling. They replaced me. Replaced me! And it was all hush-hush, of course, but I didn't work in theatre again.
Probably faking being deaf.
To get booked for a cabaret night at the Darby and Joan Club.
Most distressing, I'm sure.
To think my career would meet such an ignoble end. Oh, darlings, you should have seen me in my prime. I did all the greats. Shakespeare, the primates of Penzance, waiting for Doggo. Oh, I was marvellous, darlings. Simply marvellous.
Oh, jeez.
Farewell, Dame Celia.
I mean, I guess we can't scold her too much, considering we've been stealing everything, too. But in our defense, this is a point-and-click adventure game. We have to pick up everything that isn't nailed down, and solve the puzzles to take everything that is nailed down.
I'll just pop this in here and...
It's working. It's working. Let me see, dash it all. I say, there's a nude fellow in a bath. You know, he looks somewhat familiar.
Oh, it's the Reverend. Scandalous.
Well, I'll be jiggered.
I think perhaps we should endeavour to never watch that again.
Ever.
Yes, quite so, old thing. Quite so.
Without a coin, we can't use this.
So now we have to go... talk to some people. Who knew the Reverend was a porn star back in his day?
Ah, Reverend, there's something rather delicate I wish to discuss with you. Quiet, Frumple.
What is it, my son?
Well, that is to say...
You were in a dirty movie.
Ah, bugger. I just knew it had come out at some point.
You don't deny it.
Would that I could, but no. I feared Gilfrey had discovered my secret. I suppose that's why we're all here, so he can reveal the terrible truth to the world.
Surely not. Gilfrey wouldn't do something like that.
And why shouldn't he? Maybe he felt that it was the right thing to do, or maybe he was going to ask for money to keep my secret. In any event, perhaps I should be punished for my sordid past. I needed the money, you see. I was young and foolish.
The old church roof again. Couldn't you run a tombola or something?
I hadn't taken up the cloth then, you understand. In fact, in many regards, this is my way of atoning for that sin.
Well, don't worry, Reverend. Your secret is safe with us.
Oh, is it? That's a shame. It's a blasted funny story.
Oh, jeez.
Well, goodbye for now, Reverend.
God be with you, my son.
Oh, now we know his dirty secret.
Thank you, Amber.
Still, although we've gotten that, aren't any step closer.
Any idea?
There are still a few gaps in the old notebook. Maybe we need to talk to people some more, figure out possible motives.
Oh, but I don't want to talk about possible motives. He's a scandalous past. I've never actually looked through this. The revealing Reverend. Hey, that's his stage name.
Thank you, Miss Bro-
We're missing some dialogue with someone.
Reverend,
Oh,
can we
about
talk
the incident.
I wonder if we could discuss what you were doing last night.
Why? Whatever do you mean?
Well, we found your prayer book on the stairs to the attic. The same attic where Ambrose disturbed someone, got himself shut in.
You can't think I would do such a thing. I'm an animal of God, Winklebottom. I would never.
And yet, we found something up there that was of great interest to you, as you know.
All right, I admit I was trying to find that wretched machine. I thought I could destroy it and save my good name, but I heard somebody coming up the hall stairs, so I darted out of there and hid in the study. I suppose I dropped my book then.
So you never actually went into the attic?
No, I swear I didn't. And I certainly didn't harm poor Aristotle.
Thank you, Reverend. That'll be all for now.
For now.
Well, goodbye for now, Reverend.
God be with you, my son.
And try not to reveal any more of your past.
Any ideas, old thing?
There are still a few gaps in the old notebook.
Oh god, we still have to talk to more people.
Hold on a moment, Frumple. Let's take stock.
Okay,
I'm
never
rather
mind.
We're not getting anywhere with this investigation.
Does seem like a bit of a tricky one even for you. We have plenty of suspects, but little proof.
Quite. We seem to have got everything we can out of interrogating people. We're still no closer to knowing who did it. It's so infuriating.
Pity old Gilfrey didn't let you know in advance what his plans were. Might have given us a clue as to why someone was so intent on stopping him.
We just lost touch over the years. He was busy with research, me with my work, and now it's too late. I should have made more of an effort.
Steady on, old chap, you weren't to know. That's just how life is sometimes.
I just need to solve this case. Catch the fiend who murdered my friend.
I say, what if we could get the Rotter to expose themselves somehow?
Yes, but how?
Like the Reverend.
Oh, but wait a moment. Yes, it could just work. Madame Lavinia, she's the key. If she could summon Gilfrey's spirit, he could name the murderer.
Well, I don't want to burst your bubble, old thing, but, well, that's a load of old tosh, isn't it? There's no such thing as ghosts and spirits. Honestly, Winklebottom, you confound me at times.
Of course we know it's nonsense, but the killer may not. If we can make it look authentic, a seance might cause the killer to reveal himself. If he thinks old Gilfrey's about to finger him, he'd have to escape, or else own up before he was accused.
So all we have to do is fake a seance and wait for the killer to react. Genius. Or insanity.
I don't see anything that could go wrong here.
Perhaps both, my friend. Right, we should talk to our friendly medium about this.
I mean, if she happens to be the killer, then this would not work very well.
Madam, we may have a need of your, talents to help us solve this case.
My talents.
Just got a weekend at Bernie's, his
Whatever
corpse.
do you mean, Lord Winklebottom?
Witchcraft. Voodoo. Whatever it is you call it. You know, having a chinwag with fellows who have kicked the bucket.
You really must have a wonderful bedside manner, Frumple, but as my candid colleague suggests, we wish to have discourse with the deceased.
You mean a seance? Oh, I don't know. They are difficult to perform. I'm not sure that I have the strength or the ability come to that.
The
Please,
spirits
madam, you
aren't
must.
with
This
me
may be our only
today.
chance to catch the killer, and I think you might be surprised by just how effective you are.
Oh, very well, but I can't promise you'll get the answers you seek. We will need the others here to join paws with us. Let me know when you are ready.
Just so we know, what exactly will happen in this little shindig?
I will ask for 3 signs. First, a chill in the air, which will indicate a presence. Next, a ringing bell, so we know
Okay, so we gotta get these 3 things.
is here. Finally, a burst of flame as the spirit shows its power, so we know the connection is strong.
And that's all?
No, then the spirit must show itself to us. It will appear in the room.
Blimey, how are we going to arrange all that?
Thank you for your time, madam.
I get the feel we're not ready for it. So do it. I wonder if we have to open
I'm
this.
not going to open these. It'll let...
The chill in the air. Oh yeah, the gunpowder. That would make sense for the explosion. We got this for the...
I have reservation. Any idea?
We need to carry out this ridiculous...
Okay, so a chill, a bell. I almost saw a bell earlier. Wait, the bell was in the prologue one. Now I'm just kind of... Now we're back where we started.
How marvellous. A pipe organ.
Well, I'm sure I could...
We can't go at the airlock yet because we don't have the thing fixed, the mask fixed. Jeez. I don't think we have the all the stuff. I guess we can try.
Madam? Well, madam, we are ready to...
Very well. You gather the others, and I'll prepare. Firstly, if the spirits are here, we should feel a chill in the room. Spirits, come to us now. Oh.
If I open this by hoof, everybody will see me. I need a way to invisibly open it from a distance.
Hmm.
The spirits seem to have left us.
Okay, so we need to be able to open
try
that.
Again another time.
What would make for a good thing there? Yeah, the gunpowder should carry out the part with the fire, so we need...
Madam?
Chill in the air, which is open in the
About the incident. Thank you for your...
So we're definitely missing stuff. Question is exactly what? See, one of these look like they might be able to have worked. Or if we kept that axe from earlier. Alas. So now the hard part is just figuring out what we've actually missed. Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to end a little early tonight. I think what I'm probably going to try and do is figure out where I went wrong with it. And maybe continue next week or something, or try a different game and do a full playthrough as an upload. I think we're gonna try a few more things.
I'm keeping well away. Got
Doesn't that rather...
Not at all.
This seems... This seems
Plus, we've gotten stuck quite a bit on this one. And we're gonna feel a bit stupid until we actually, you know, really sit down and figure out most of it. Jeez. We're definitely... There's probably one of those objects that we're just missing. And we're gonna feel... We're gonna once again feel really dumb once we see it.
This trunk is full of various nicknames.
Okay, so the trunk is still not useful.
This trunk is full of various knickknacks. I have
Hmm. Oh, we're gonna give it a few more minutes, see if we can find anything of use, and then we'll try doing this. We'll probably just try and do a, play the rest of it on our own, and then figure out something else to play next week.
He doesn't.
We still can't use that towel.
Different seats for.
It's sadly, no. We need to find something to open the curtains surreptitiously, but we don't have the we don't have the means to do it. Maybe we can open it beforehand?
I'm not going to open these, it'll let a terrible draft. If I turn the hands up. Madam? Well, madam, we are...
Very well.
We're just missing what we need to do to open that.
Firstly, if the spirits are...
I'm not really inclined to... This seems large double windows looking out on...
Not exactly the jolliest.
The spirits see...
Yeah, the hard part is... It's tied into how we're gonna get that open. If we're missing something... Like, this is needed for,
This seems
for when the spirit appears. We've got that for the fire, but trying to open the, window without being seen is the real, hard part. I can't help but feel that we're also missing, like, the combination. We have the picture, but we can't find out where Constance was born with that. Very unfortunate.
Ethelberta's grave.
Don't much fancy being buried, Miss.
That's the thing, other than the vines that were in here, we weren't able to find anything else.
Ethelberta's grave.
Don't much fancy being.
Oh, another bot. Yeah. I'm trying to keep an eye out for them. I think Bengal. I suspect that the forest is needed later. We can't get down to the octopus yet. Okay, so that just leads outside.
This water is far too deep to wade in. We'll need to find another way if we... A great lake inside the...
No good fool.
It's a bit murky down here, though.
I suppose some.
Let me have... I say, Frumple, old thing, there looks to be a chap in a spot of bother out here.
It's the problem. We still don't have...
The pipe will let me breathe, but it won't fit over my snout.
It's not clear as to how we,
I have a reservation.
we'll fix this helmet. Hey, welcome back, Scoodle. We're about to end because we are pretty stumped. I know, the string around the octopus is probably what we need to be able to open the curtain. You know, tie it beforehand.
No.
Problem is, we don't have any way to really work with the helmet to make it... to extend it.
No, I don't.
At least not in the way that I think that we could do it. Plus, we still can't open the painting. We still don't have this.
A sporting trophy.
One of you sporting trophies, Miss.
Somehow, I think he looks...
Yes.
An award for amphibian.
Hmm.
No. There is apparently a safe behind this painting, but I can't see any way to get...
Got to be some way to get it open somewhere.
A curious box. Oddly, it seems to be fixed in place.
Yeah, I get the feeling that this is... possibly... it has something that allows us to open that. But I'm just at a loss.
Poor Mr.
I say, you don't think this had anything to do with us?
Oh, I don't...
Hmm. Oh, I think I need to do that for... I think I have to set it to top chat, which gets rid of that. Which, apologies if it doesn't actually do that. We seem to be missing papers for the one fella as well, for the toad.
Where we met, where we...
It seems like we don't have anyone who
I'm really not sure.
recognizes the plan with the
Thank you, Mr.
photo. So yeah,
Any idea?
We need to carry out this ridiculous...
could you be a little more specific, Crumple? No, we can undo the, we can turn off the water system, but it doesn't seem as though that affects anything. Unless something... Actually, there... Maybe it does something with, like, the flush in the toilets, because that doesn't seem to, We turned it back on. Hmm.
It's a spring.
Isn't bothered.
I don't wish to go... different seats first.
Hmm. Yeah. I guess it doesn't affect the water with that. But yeah, I have to admit, I'm pretty stumped, so we're probably going to just end here at the moment. And then I'll decide whether or not I'm just going to see what I did wrong to know for next time. Kind of like how I got stuck with Voodoo Detective. Or whether I'll just do a, you know, look it up, play through on my own, and then do a playthrough later. I mean, I love the setup with this. You know, the fun little animal jokes and so forth. It's got that really fun, dapper British detective. It's just, it's unfortunate that I'm not very good with point-and-click adventure games. And so I get stuck pretty easy, like I got stuck with trying to figure out the, book that was here that we needed. But nonetheless, this is where we're gonna stop for now. Thank you guys for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next time. We'll do, Cuphead challenge run stuff on Wednesday. And until then, farewell.